So basically, yeah, it took us an hour to set up today.
Yeah, it's calm.
A good hour. And in the middle of that hour, Derek smashed his phone. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. Let's not let the the madness overcome the positive podcast we're gonna bless the timeline or your social media with today. So yeah, man, we've got a very special guest here today as well. I'm gonna give you your promo time. Don't worry, everyone has to cut a promo once you come on this podcast. So
what?
Yep. Everyone's gonna cut their promo, so you get your time. But
WRESTHINGS podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem.
That's it.
When I say guap, please say daddy. Guap!
Daddy.
Guap!
Daddy.
It's a strong style rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Chris Jericho loving, son of a gun. It's your boy, Del Boy here.
Fam, so that peaked a bit. That's cool. But yeah, hey, so Nick VHS Pappy, aka Nafi. Fam, I'm so fatigued. I can't even do a proper promo today, but let me give it to you raw and simple, innit? So I've been watching WWE since man had it on them VHS cassettes that used to get in Tesco, fam. Do you know them ones?
Yeah.
You buy it from the back, you say, yo, can I get that cassette, fam? That's me, fam. I've been invested as well. Because fam, I'm throwing punchlines. Man, not gonna big me up, fam.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Come on, man. Hey, where's my Don DeMarco, fam? Yeah, fam. So yeah, see, I'm sorry, fam. I've lost his promo back with him. Yeah, good.
Oh, it's my
shit.
time
I didn't
for
introduce it properly, fam. Hailing from
Northwest London. Parts unknown.
yes, do it
Parts
properly.
unknown.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hailing from parts unknown, Northwest London.
Parts unknown. My name is Kinetic, and that's the name of my studio, man. Yeah, Parts Unknown. I'm worth my weight in gold, £10 exactly. If you know the pun, you know the punchlines. You know what I mean? I am here. I'm here. I'm happy to be here.
Big up Kinetic. For Breaking the Atoms.
Yes. Yeah.
Plug that.
Breaking Atoms. I'm co-host of Breaking Atoms, which is it's a hip hop podcast where we cover hip hop music, culture, and politics in the same way the Source did. We've now evolved into a podcast production agency, producing podcasts for other clients and whatnot. And yeah, we're out here doing bits. Look out for the Independent Podcast Awards, which we'll touch on. 24-hour podcast coming up in December as well. And if anybody wants to play stupid and not include us on the best podcast of the year, by the end of the year, I will be hitting the timeline and I will ignite it in flames by calling names. Yeah, so
What's to go one of your WrestleMania?
Respect game or expect flames.
That's it.
Woo!
Bars.
Don DeMarco.
Bars. Hey, wait. We got to do this properly, Cram, because obviously during the week you said you had a new promo. So, bro, wow us, fam. Is it wow us or woo us?
I mean, I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I can only go off of your reaction in it. But obviously, guys, this is a reintroduction of the most prominent personality on the net, the youngest in charge from the studios to the set. Yo, do I get a Don DeMarco?
No, wait, it's not ready. No, can't get a wheel up yet. Hey, wait, keep going.
No more canteen chilling and main event living. It's your boy the Laps here, live in the flesh on WRESTHINGS, you know.
Marco the Don, not even Don DeMarco. Hey, that was cool still.
So what? That's much better than last week, though.
I'm finally happy out of the canteen because
Trust me.
that one was spiritual bondage, fam.
No, we're not canteen chilling no more. It's main event living from
Love
now
that.
on.
Okay.
Main event living.
Love that, bro. Love that.
You know, it's your boy Sam Blacks, aka Underdone. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna mention that guy. You know, who I usually mention.
Well, which guy?
Who, Bissera?
You know, top 5.
Oh, fam.
Sam Blacks, normal.
Yeah. That's hilarious, fam. Hey, big up you. That was cool still.
Ah, Mr. Controversial. I swear, I actually forgot to say that. I didn't say Mr. Controversial.
That's fam. Man forgot
That's so
himself. Man
mad.
forgot
That's so
himself, fam.
crazy. Sorry, ignore me.
Yeah.
Go on.
Fam. Yeah, that was a bit.
Well done, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah, very good promo, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Before the promo, I was looking at my notes trying to remember.
Bro, I don't think the people can hate you. Hey, you got to do pass with that mic, bro.
I forgot. We got to pass the mics over, but even before that promo, I was looking over my notes, making sure I remember that.
Oh, you had to memorize it.
Yeah, because
Man, treat that as a monologue, you know, like it's
bro.
like
So that's what I had to do as well.
Audition,
When I was doing the guap, when I say guap.
Hey, you might have to bring me to your classes then, because bro,
Fam.
like I feel like my thing's weak now, fam. I used to have a
Had
cold
to.
one. No?
I
Come on,
memorized
man.
it. Nah, I'm not gonna.
I need to go
need
to
that
your
again.
school, fam.
Come on, we're enrolling now.
Fam,
Rolling.
that's it. That's on roll, fam.
Come on.
Mandem. Yeah.
Where
I
do you
think
wanna
it's
start?
best to start off with Raw. So, do you watch Raw?
Nah, I didn't watch it this week, man.
We'll talk about it regardless. You wanna watch
I
Raw?
saw some clips though.
We'll
some
talk about
clips.
SmackDown
I
last
didn't
watch
week.
it.
Okay.
Talk about Raw.
You talk about SmackDown first.
Talk about SmackDown.
Let's talk about SmackDown first. SmackDown this week, pretty decent. Last week, pretty decent. I'll be dead real with you. WWE are really stepping up.
Yeah.
Like it's getting better. The product is getting better.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to always compare.
Better than AEW, 100%.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna. I don't want to compare.
We can argue about
I don't
this.
want to compare. I hate
really don't
comparing
mind.
these
We
two
can-
together still. But
And I'll tell you, there's many reasons, bro. But we'll get into
WWE
it.
is more interested in
get into
AEW right now, bro. The stuff that's happening in WWE, the storylines, everything it's better than AEW right now. I'm enjoying WWE more, and I don't know if it's spiritual bondage. I don't know if it's an ex thing. Like I always have to run back to my ex, but the storylines are popping the sick.
He said spiritual bondage, you know.
Fam, we're to Durboy, fam. But yeah, bro, like the whole Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns sort of thing.
The way he's
That's really
coming on.
sick. It's
I
really
like that. I
interesting.
messed with that.
I don't
Jimmy
know where
Uso's
that's
coming on the
gonna
vibe where like, oh, it's my big cousin. I'm proud of him, but I still wanna.
Bust his head.
Yeah, I like that shit. With the whole Paul Heyman thing, Paul Heyman's even allowing him to do his thing as
Yeah,
well.
just them doing it.
Whenever Jimmy Uso comes in the ring, he steps back because he knows that there's family bound. You get what I mean? So
I like that storyline as well, though, because he's almost like in Subways. Because, you know, Paul Heyman's a master storyteller.
Yeah.
But it's almost like he knows the legacy of the family lineage in this is like, it's bigger than wrestling. Let me just step back and let this play out. I love that particular part, even though I haven't seen all of it. But I did see that part. Thought it was dope.
yeah, I missed that still. Did you watch any?
I do not watch SmackDown. I mean, I've seen clips of it,
Have
but
you
I
been
mean,
wait, you've been watching AEW though?
I didn't watch last week's. I only saw Miro's debut, but other than that.
I watched it.
But
last
I
week.
mean, okay, I understand where you man are coming from with saying that WWE is like better than AEW.
No, we didn't say better.
I mean,
As in,
like,
it's more interesting
at the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't this what we expect of WWE? Should it not be better than AEW? That's me. Sorry.
No, because
Should it not be better than AEW?
No, because
No,
I remember.
it's my choice.
No, because I remember bare people are gonna say AEW's gonna take over WWE. WWE is not good. If WWE is not good enough, I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I'm gonna go to AEW. Just saying.
Okay.
You see, I'm coming.
That's not me, but no. Few man said it's not too much. But my thing is, it's taken. Okay, cool. AEW's coming up to its 1 year anniversary. It's only now. It's taken WWE a year for you man to be invested. Because you man weren't invested at this last year. You man weren't invested in this last year. The last time I saw man invested was when NXT invaded the main roster.
Because that was live.
Let me explain.
That's the last time I saw man invested.
Let me explain, fam. That's why I said I didn't want to make this a whole sort of like battle thing. It's not even that for me. I think for me is that I watched AEW Dark and I watched AEW Dynamite like last week, and it wasn't hitting the same way I'm watching Raw and SmackDown. And I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm invested in the characters there more time rather than the characters in AEW.
I don't think Dark is meant to be invested in. I think Dark, I actually don't see the point of Dark. Like, I get what it's meant to be there for, but at the same time, I don't watch Dark. I can't watch Dark. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'll try to
because
watch
it's
it.
not like it. It's like you have all this talent, you're putting them on Dark, but then it's like there's no real like I actually don't understand that. I don't know if it's meant to be an equivalent to that main event or Velocity back in the day, or if it's just meant to be a way to just show black talent that they're never gonna sign. I honestly don't know.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've recently signed Willie Hobbs. They announced it like 20 minutes ago. But other than that, it's like you've got man on Dark, but it's not. I actually don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I don't know. But I mean, if people find it more interesting, I'm not surprised.
I like AEW just because it's an alternative for me. Like, I grew up watching WWE. Over the last few years, I got so invested in NJPW. I'm a big Kenny Omega fan. So wherever them man go,
you get along with flipping NK then.
yeah, nah, Kenny Omega's he's my guy. Even my wife knows when he come up on the TV, she's like, "Yo, Kenny's on the TV." Same thing with AJ Styles. You know what time it is. But yeah, I find AEW up until the last couple of weeks, the whole Hurt Business thing had me looking at WWE like, okay, I like this. It's almost like Nation of Islam meets WrestleMania with the suits and all. You know what I mean? I like the positive representation that I'm seeing. I love the fact that what's his name? I love the fact that Cedric Alexander's back on the TV, just like in a faction, in the sense of he seems to have a bit more direction. I like the heel direction. And you know, the social climate and politically what's going on, it's definitely the right. It's like Nation of Domination 2020. Is that year win? Yeah, that's it.
But Mandem, I see on the timeline today, man are trying to compare it to Evolution. We don't want that.
No, we don't. We're not
want
that.
We're
We're better than that.
Hurt Business is in a league of its own. What they're doing right now, different.
Shout out to MVP though as well. Like,
MVP came and revived 3 careers.
Yeah.
MVP is meant to be retired. He steps
what I'm
out
saying?
and He's bought Shelton Benjamin, MVP.
He man bought himself.
Man for himself.
Man bought himself.
That's an MVP bought Shelton Benjamin.
I don't know.
Even MVP was on.
But that's the first step today. He did bring himself to the thing, though.
I think
he was on commentary as well. He was on commentary this week as well. Good, like he was doing very good on commentary as well.
I think it was one of you. I can't remember who tweeted it. That MVP is doing what Mark Henry should have did. Who wrote that? When I saw that, I felt that, you know.
Very good point, you know.
I felt that when he said, I was like, yeah.
Mark Henry.
But I don't think Mark Henry would have. I don't think Mark
Henry
Henry would have done a better role, though. I'll be real. I don't think he would have.
I was
Mark
hoping
Henry
he
and
would
Booker T
have.
are useless men. I don't shit.
I don't say not
useless
Booker.
men.
I feel like
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't feel like Henry.
useless men.
I don't feel like Henry's got the creativity to mold the superstars how MVP has done it.
Right.
His charisma, his personality.
Yeah.
MVP's had that brain even when he was a superstar, always trying to think ahead.
Yeah, you're
all the
right.
time.
But I have so much. Booker T's like a disrespectful uncle, innit? Like you respect him because he's your uncle, innit? But he does some things you like.
Yeah, he's like the uncle that he's wilding out, but you respect him. And the thing is with Mark Henry, the reason I agree with you, where I don't think he could do that, because with me, I look at him as more of like a WWE guy through and through. Whereas with someone like MVP, he's come into the WWE system. He got spat out. He went around the world and he's done. You know, he's been the journeyman. So he knows the ins and outs of what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly.
He's come back to WWE to say, you know what, there's these superstars that I feel like they've not been utilised properly. So I know it's Paul Heyman that even brought him back in. These are superstars that have not been utilised properly. Give me the chance to be in a position with these men, so that way I can make the best out of them. You know what I'm saying? And look what he's done. If it was Booker T will now be coming to complain and say,
Respect.
yeah, I done this for 10 years, so why shouldn't you do that? And it's like, that's not the way. At the end of the day, us as black people, we've been in this, like, you man have suffered. You man have done 10 plus years of jobbing, of being in the mid-card and then winning the title. Why shouldn't we be able to be in a position where we can bring these men in to streamline them so they can come quicker?
Is Booker T the wrestling version of Lenny Henry then?
Who's Lenny Henry? Who that?
You don't know
You
Lenny
don't know
Henry?
who Lenny Henry is?
But he's too young, bro.
Me that wasn't even born in this country, I know Lenny Henry.
So Lenny Henry is like legendary British. He's a legendary British comedian who's been on the BBC for mad years. Definitely made his contributions to TV and culture as a legend. But he's only recently, in the last few years, really been piping up about diversity. And I'm just looking at the TV like, okay, he should have really been doing this a long time ago. You know, some people play the system, and then when they're settled in the system, they then speak up. But kind of like too late now, innit?
Yeah. That's why even when Booker T made a comment about Naomi saying, if you need advice, come to me. It's like, no, initiatives should just tell you, you know what, if you see someone struggle, just go up to her and just speak to her, you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what it is?
You work for the same company.
Do you know what it is? When you compare like a Booker T or Mark Henry to like MVP, I would say MVP's got a wider perspective because he's actually travelled the world.
Yeah, he just said
that's what he
and
said.
he's younger as well.
And he's younger as well. So
he came up from. Do you know what I mean? It's like, even the era he came up from, I would even say the ruthless aggression era, the promos and the way everything was, it's still kind of relevant till this day. If you get what I'm saying. Attitude era is too aggressive. Golden era is too cartoonish. So the only era which I feel like kind of more related is the ruthless aggression.
Hey, what's it? Pause. Hey, man, let me to chill, fam. So when I get,
you golden era.
fam, I'm a golden era kid through and through. Fam.
I know, bro, but
So I don't know, man. I'm buzzing
I'm
me,
an
fam.
attitude era.
Golden era.
I'm more of a.
Let me drop the statement. Let me drop the statement right now. Golden era had
Hold on,
one of
I'm
the
scared
they had like the majority of the best wrestlers in wrestling
Come on
history
now,
ever.
talk.
I'm gonna speak my shit, fam.
Talk. Best storyteller.
Majority of the people that
best storytellers, you think?
Excuse me.
yeah.
Do you know who I was raised on, bro?
Listen. Majority. Hey,
Wait,
no. I just got something. Hey, it's a beast thing. Hey, fam. Hey, go over there. Go over there.
I'm an attitude era don.
Sit here. Sit here.
Fam.
Hey, listen.
Fam.
Hey, my boy is here today. You man can't chat shit to me today. I don't think you man understand.
Doink had a good storyline.
Doink
was hard.
Doink was hard.
Volkov.
Bro,
Yes, bro.
can we reel off some names?
The real kayfabes. Tell me some shit.
Bret Hart. Close thread.
Okay, go.
Close thread.
Go.
Hey, colourful sting.
Lex Luger
What?
had about a 3-year kind of thing.
Nah,
and
you're
then-
Colourful sting.
You're picking out the whack. You're picking out whack names, bruv.
Trust me, fam.
I'm talking Bret Hart. I'm talking
Big
Mr.
boss man in
Perfect.
the man.
Mr. Perfect, bruv.
Okay.
Randy
Ric
Savage.
Flair. The guy that you rate.
Let's go back.
The guy that you rate.
Ricky Steamboat.
Tito Santana.
No problem.
The Killer Bees. I'm
Ricky
going back.
Martel
I'm going
even.
back.
Ricky
I'm going
Martel.
back.
Shawn Michaels.
Come on,
All
man.
these men that you rate.
Even if we push to the late 90s, let's go. Let's
quiet.
But I'm on your side.
You're on
I
my
don't
side.
the golden era.
This man, he's mad.
Let's talk.
He's
No, but
mad.
Let's talk.
You know what?
He's
You're
mad.
mentioning names, yeah. I
Yeah.
need to back my boy Blacks, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Triple H, Stone Cold.
Okay, check this out, bro. Check this out, bro.
Compared to
But check this out, brother.
Okay.
Check this out, brother.
But the thing is,
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, standing
Stone
Steve
Cold-
Austin.
Stone Cold's
There's
the
no
golden
Stone
era
Cold
wrestler.
without standing Steve Austin. Let's
Stone
talk.
Cold's the golden era
Let us
wrestler.
talk.
Majority of the wrestlers you man are mentioning
Let us
are
talk.
wrestlers that came from the golden age.
The natural Dustin Rhodes. Are we going there?
Can we compare them to
Rick
them at
Rude.
their peak?
Rick Rude.
Can we compare them to them at their peak?
Rudy.
Don't make me stand up. Don't make me stand up.
No, if we're keeping it a buck,
Fam,
the golden era had
majority
the
of the wrestlers
best
you're
wrestlers.
mentioning, yeah, bro, they came from the golden age era, fam,
the golden age wrestlers.
No, of course.
and they learned from the golden age era,
Bruv,
fam.
was you outside when Vader was breaking man's ribs and backs?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, the golden era had the best wrestlers.
Who can animal, fam?
Even the Steiners. Listen.
Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat.
I can say something.
They can't say
Who
something.
can say X? Who can say X
This is what
Pac?
I'm gonna say.
What?
Randy Orton.
Okay, then enough.
John Cena.
That's not good enough. Get out.
Oh, no, it's not good enough.
I lapse.
Oh, it's not good
I
enough.
lapse.
It's
You're
not
in
good enough.
detention.
It's
That's
not
over
good
there.
enough. It's not good
You're in
enough.
detention.
Yeah, I can't lie to you, yeah. I'm
No,
sorry to say,
Vince.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Even
you know.
ask your favorite wrestlers, they will tell you that the favorite wrestlers came from the golden age era, fam. Don't even mention, they won't even put their name in their own list, fam.
Bro,
I'm
you
being
know
real
what?
with you, fam.
We don't even need to stick with W. I'll start pulling out man like Jerry Lynn. Let's talk.
Jerry Lynn, yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah,
Come on,
fam,
man.
there's plenty of names,
And
fam.
let's even forget peak. We don't even have to talk about wrestlers at their peak. We're just talking that when it came to that, when it comes
Even
to
the best managers in the game as well.
Best wrestling matches.
Yeah, you're right.
For me, they came in the golden era.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you,
right,
and I'm
you're
happy.
right.
And me,
I'm happy
and
that
you
you
know
said
me,
that.
I'm a.
The best.
Hey, this guy gets us
Wait,
all the
the
time.
best
Have you said that?
matches now.
Yes, bro.
Don't get me wrong.
in totality.
Don't
That's over exaggerated.
Don't get me wrong.
in
I think-
totality.
I can understand.
I
Not
think-
matches.
No, in totality.
But I think a lot of the
I
great
feel like
matches
the early,
we
I
watch
feel like
now
early to mid
are
90s
like
had better matches than
upgraded
the late
versions of
90s.
like you can trace. You wouldn't have no TLC without Razor and Shawn.
Yep.
You wouldn't have that.
I'll highly disagree.
Look at WrestleMania
Oh, come on,
13.
man.
The
I
best
highly
match
disagree.
on the whole
And the reason
card
why I highly
was
disagree
Bret Hart
with that
versus
is
Stone
because
Cold. That
wrestling
was golden.
already in the
That was even the Attitude Era.
Wrestling had to evolve. So the ladder, I feel like the TLC match would have already been invented. Look what
No,
the
they
Hardys
wouldn't have.
done.
It wouldn't have.
You think the Hardys
wouldn't have.
wouldn't have thought of that by themselves?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have.
Okay,
It
but you're
wouldn't
saying
have.
you're saying
But
what
you
is.
just
That's
said
like me
wrestling-
saying if if Marley Marl didn't discover sampling, someone else would. Yeah, they probably would, but he did it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm gonna apply it like that, do you know what I mean?
Nah, yeah.
But I'm I'm old, innit? I'm talking about like.
Nah, bro.
Early-
When it comes to
no,
wrestling, there's no age.
I respect the
There's
golden-
no age.
I really do respect the golden era.
Nah, you might don't
So you know what?
respect it.
He's missing. You know
No,
what?
hey, no,
You are.
Don't let these man
You
get
are
away
who you
scot
are,
free.
and I
I don't
respect
care.
it.
You know,
Listen, how many months? Let me get on to me, fam. I'm tired.
I've actually retracted.
Nah, he said early when he introduced himself, he said Mr. Controversial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. That's you.
That's it. Hey, that's the new sound tag.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect
Thank
it.
you, bro.
No, I respect
But
it.
I had to retract it because because when you actually look at the depth, the golden era from the jobbers to all
Bruh,
They could all
Did you see
wrestle.
what? Did you see
And
what?
fam,
all wrestle their characters.
Did you see what?
No,
Bret
but
Hart
fam, even
was
if
doing
jobbers could
outside,
wrestle,
bruh?
like even if you look at their indie work in Mid South, Connecticut wrestling,
yeah.
their work was good. And even we could even forget about the attitude, the WWE and Attitude Era. Look at WCW. Their better matches came from lower card guys.
Yeah.
The people like Hulk Hogan, Lex
Regals.
Luger, Sid Vicious. These men weren't putting on barn burners. These men weren't putting on good matches.
And you
know
know
what I'm
what's
saying?
funny?
Match quality decreased because you had to be good on the mic and the entertainment value of wrestling had to be
What you,
A1.
what you think about even some of the more underrated guys? And I know this is later on down the line, but you know your Perry Saturns.
Yeah.
One of my
Dean
favourites.
Malenko.
What the Iceman Dean Malenko?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Man with 1,000
He's doing
homes.
the man
Serious.
of
Yeah, serious.
Serious,
Them and
bruv.
the radicals, let's just say that. Like Chris Jericho, Young Rey Mysterio, Guerrero. Actually, no, William Regal, Finley. Let me not even get started. Actually, yeah. I'm sorry. I retract the statement. I actually retract it. I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong. As much as we buzz you about, as much as we cuss you about the golden
Even
era,
now, fam.
I can't mock it. I can't mock it. I
You
can't mock
man
it. I can't even mock it.
put respect on Iron Sheik's name as well, fam.
Oh no, all of them
no,
man
of
there.
course,
All them
yeah,
man,
Iron
fam.
Sheik,
All of them
man,
man.
Bruno,
Even
of
Sergeant
course.
Slaughter. Everyone buzzed
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Sergeant,
yeah.
the
What?
character's good. The character's good, but
I respect Sergeant Slaughter. You know what? I respect Sergeant Slaughter because he was riling up man for real though.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
Gulf War,
Yeah.
and he was outside saying, "Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah.
rolling with these man like General Adnan."
The
and
General
them man
Adnan, yeah.
General Adnan was shit.
there. Yeah, he was rubbish.
He was
He was
shit.
rubbish.
He was
He was
shit.
rubbish.
Jack Gonzalez, you know that person there?
Nah, he was rubbish as well.
But
Rest in peace, but he was rubbish.
bro, you know, the topic that we got today, bro, we're gonna shake some tables
It's
still.
King Mabel, yeah.
Make sure you get the list of all the matches, innit?
King Mabel,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we'll go through.
He was
Hey,
trash.
This is what he just said.
He
King
was-
Mabel, yeah.
King Mabel was trash.
And you,
Oh my god. Nah, he was.
You thought he was gonna get. Someone's excited. Someone's like, yes, he said King Mabel.
because you thought you co-signed.
He thought he co-signed this.
So you gotta understand, innit?
That one
From
hurt.
Bret Hart to Owen Hart, this is King of the Ring, and you come and give me King Mabel, bruv. Nah, that was a failed experiment.
Yeah.
And you know they got it right the next year with Steve Austin. They said, no, that was
Yeah,
then, innit?
yeah, yeah.
That was
And
the
I love to see a black man. I love to see black man get
This is our
promoted.
gap year.
Yeah,
We're now
that's what
getting
it
into
is. It's the
final,
gap year. It's the
getting
gap
into
year.
proper business.
It's the gap year.
To the mic laps.
That's what it was. It was
Calm
the King of
back,
the Ring
you
gap
bro.
year. And no, you know this. I love to see black man progress, innit? I love it. But even I sometimes when I saw King Mabel, I was like,
Means I feel like that was, like now I can accept black mediocrity. If there was a wrestler that was dead, but because he's black, and I'll accept it. But back then, when there wasn't really that much of us on TV,
you have to be
fam,
excellent.
you have to be.
So would you accept Orlando Jordan now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he was good.
He was alright.
He was good.
yeah. I would accept him now.
You know, I mean, as in, he could wrestle. He could wrestle. What was he finishing? He had a good finisher. Though. He had a good finisher. I forgot.
was much better than
I forgot his finisher. What was he finishing?
Elijah Buck, my guy.
Elijah Burke was the
D'Angelo Pope.
Cold.
Yeah, he was cold. He was cold.
I don't think Orlando Jordan.
No, wait. I know, but Landry Jordan was sick when he teamed up with JBO and them, man. Fam.
Yeah,
I think
that was
sick.
his best run.
The cabinet.
When he was part of the cabinet, like his
And what was he finishing
his
again?
character was.
Yeah, he had a sick finisher. What was
I
his
can't
finisher?
remember his finisher.
He had a good finisher. fam.
I thought he
can't
was
remember.
kind of
Actually, wait. If you don't have a
Me
good finisher,
too.
I'm sorry,
Me
but
too.
I thought I remember.
I thought
But
Orlando
I
Jordan was
have time for Elijah Burke. I think he should
Elijah
have been.
Burke.
You know who should have
He
been.
was-
You know who should have been a star? Wasn't it Monty Brown?
Oh yeah, nobody fumbled with him.
But he had a good TNA run.
pounce,
Though.
innit?
He had a very good TNA run.
Even then, no, TNA fumbled
He
him.
just said
The thing is, I think it's very arguable to say that he had a good TNA run. I don't think he did.
I think he should have been world champion.
He should have been a world
Yes,
champion.
yes.
Instead, he became heel and then aligned himself with Jeff Jarrett. They ended up
remember that.
signing with WWE, and
I
it's
think
just
he
like
had some family
Yeah,
issues.
that just faded
he
away.
just had many like failed attempts to go at the championship.
But
and it
did
was
you?
just like,
If you look at his promo from Hard Justice 2005, there was a fire in the arena, and he freestyled the whole promo.
Oh man.
And
The fire during the.
during the thing, so he had to kind of extend the time.
Yeah.
And he started dropping in hip hop references. What he was like, yo, he is I and I am him, G'd up from the feet up. And I'm just looking at him like he's freestyling, and come out that he was actually freestyling the whole promo to buy time. He was amazing on the mic.
Crazy.
Amazing. Monty Brown. Yeah, I was looking for him on Twitter. I couldn't find him.
salute to Monty Brown.
Definitely.
Oh,
Sorry
you
for
can't
getting
find
carried
him
away.
on socials?
I can't find him.
Oh man.
I remember I heard last year that he was at a WWE show, like backstage.
Yes,
what?
Robert Roode.
Yeah, he's close friends with Robert Roode. Yeah.
He don't have socials, but he's about like he looks at what's happening on the internet. All I can say about him is his finisher was mad.
Mad.
Bounce.
Mad.
Periods.
Mad. People went.
invested in him.
AJ Styles bumping that. Ooh.
Grown men went flying.
Different.
Wait. Did you see the whole the match between Cedric Alexander and Ricochet?
Amazing.
The lump, what's it?
On
I
Raw,
can't
on
remember
Raw.
what it is. The lump, you see it? You see
Yeah,
it?
the lumbar check. That one was disgusting. The little twist.
Man turned into a Beyblade. Bro, am I jumping? Are we still back on Raw?
We've jumped and now we're back on Raw. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So,
No, it's fine.
No, of course, it's my fault. I brought in the Golden Age era shit. No, you brought in the Golden Age era shit.
How?
I did
Man,
actually.
He did. Don't show you. He sounds like does this all the time.
wait.
He would try to draw me out. No, he does it all the time.
No.
He will blame everything
Fam,
on me.
you were talking, yeah? Man tapped me.
Fam, there'll be a fight outside.
I was like, wait. So, what it is, yeah? Man invited me to the beef. I wasn't here for the beef.
There'll be a fight. Yeah,
he wasn't here for it.
I wasn't here for the beef. I was here to, have some good vibes out of that. But man tagged me to the beef, so I had to jump into the beef.
Oh,
but,
I'm dead.
yeah,
What-
yeah.
go on.
Let's talk about the hurt business in general. Like, what's your man's thoughts on it right now?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. I heard rumors about a Nation of Domination reboot.
That's dead.
Uh,
I'm sorry, in this day and age, that's dead. That's gonna come across very what's the
Tokenistic.
Controversial.
Not even controversial. It's gonna come across very fake, and it's
I
not
was
gonna
with
be.
it
It's
though,
not them.
but I feel this is an evolution of that. Pun intended. I think it's an evolution of that idea, in the sense of the same kind of a faction of black talented wrestlers. But I just love the presentation. I like the name, the Hurt Business. It's a bit different as well. It reminds me of like Bullet Club. It's like it's just different.
Yeah. Who do you think came up with that name?
What Hurt Business? Sounds like an MVP thing to me.
MVP or
When
Lashley.
he was in TNA, he had the Beatdown Clan. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sound like some black hip hop thing, man. Like yeah, and I like it. It's just brought back new life to and all those guys can wrestle, like, and they're all different. That's what I like about them. So you've got your Cedric Alexander, real athletic and flexible. You got your Bobby Lashley, mad, just strong and just run through man. And you got like Shelton Benjamin, who's in the middle.
He's more like a ninja, crafty.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it, and I'm invested in it. And I might have to rock a free piece when I watch them.
The swag that they come with.
The way the man
Like when they came out, bro, I said,
no,
I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't watch Raw, but when I saw them come out and then he took off the suit, I was thinking,
I see Cedric.
This
This
is
is grinning. He was like, yeah.
I was like, this is another level. Like, they're good, but just seeing that, like the way that they've come out, there's like 20 man that they come into fight. I was like, nah, these men are on a different level. Like, these men are like, for me, you know, when there's like certain moments you look at factions, like, yeah, this is their moment. For me, this is like, this is their highlight now. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're gonna cement. I think they're gonna cement their this is the path to cement their legacies now.
So I think if they get, obviously, if they defeat and save WWE in the hands of Retribution, I think
what's going to happen.
I think we're going to get that.
I think Drew and Keith, them
Yeah.
might get involved as well. Maybe.
Drew and Keith.
Maybe.
Okay, okay.
Because I feel like they just got dragged into it.
Wait, we're gonna. Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Quick question though. So we're gonna get Survivor Series, right? And, and we're gonna have Retribution versus Hurt Business, and Hurt Business is gonna be fighting people in Bally's and.
I'm with that.
Do you know what it is? But how are we gonna know man's gonna get eliminated?
I think they.
Say if man bust a quick 619, go, hey, that's Rey Mysterio.
You know what's mad? I was reading. They literally just revealed who's in the Retribution faction.
What? Every single member.
Every single member. So
The 5,000 of them.
They're all in. They've not revealed it. Like,
joking,
these are the members. But like on the website, people have noticed that certain NXT call-ups have now been put on the
main roster.
So,
or like Mia Yim and that.
you know, Mia Yim,
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yep, he's one.
His one is bait. You can tell it's him.
It's definitely him. And I don't
He'll
know
be
who
good.
the
He's a
other
good leader though. I think he'll be a good leader still.
But the thing is, when they what's coming? He's had a light bulb moment. Something's happened.
Wait, didn't Dominic and Keith Lee have this little spit before he left NXT? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm invested again.
I like Keith Lee a lot.
I'm invested again. I'll see what WWE are. Wait, are you seeing it?
I'm starting to see it, but at the same time, it's like it's taken them this long for us to be presented. I feel like WWE were kind of rushing the whole Retribution thing and not really having a plan. Yeah. And then now they've cemented them to one show for me, which still doesn't make any sense. Logically,
I guess
it's like
You've
now given them a logo. You've now
like
it's like they're actual roster members. It doesn't actually seem like someone's coming in to try and roughshot everything.
The invasion, the mystique of the invasion isn't there.
Yeah,
it's like you know they're there. You just don't
like
see
at
them
first
there.
it was there when they were going to besides NXT they were going to Raw, SmackDown,
backstage, all that stuff.
And then when I found out they're going to be exclusively to Raw, when you're putting words like exclusive, for me it's like these are men are signed, and then now they've got a logo and it's like.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like I don't know, but it's wrestling, isn't it? What do you expect? Like, logic goes out the window all the time, anyways.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
I think obviously,
but I'm starting to be a bit more invested. Yeah. Like the Hurt Business and them coming together has made me realize that okay, this could be.
It could blow up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, you know, if they get some good T-shirts and stuff, we got to buy them up because you know,
facts.
merchandise selling it.
What's happening, people? It's your boy Delboy. Tune into the WRESTHINGS podcast. Make sure you follow us.
I was thinking today, I'm going to go off on a tangent a bit. You know what? You know the New Day,
yeah?
When they first came out, I never liked it.
Yeah, I was.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I had an epiphany.
I think no one did.
I had an epiphany today, you know. Literally, I was washing my dishes, bruv. And I had an epiphany, right? New Day did the blackest thing ever. Right? A lot of people, I thought, you know, can I say this? Like they were cooning around a bit. At the beginning?
Yeah, go on.
But they did the blackest thing ever. They took something average and made gold from it, bro, with that gimmick, you know, like...
The church kind of gimmick.
Bro, like, I sat there today and I thought of it and I said, yo, how many man could have taken that gimmick and done what they did with it? Like, merchandise, the matches. I swear they're still, like, the longest running faction, like...
Yeah, right now.
you know, I'm publicly saying that like a lot of people, including me, were saying they were cooning around, but no, like from one black man to another, I respect
Did
it.
you feel that when they first came on our screens as New Day, you thought they were gonna come on this whole church gimmick, like actual
But they
church
were
members,
hildos at
as
the
in
beginning.
like Devon, Pastor Devon,
Like Reverend Devon
and the man.
Deacon Batista.
And as time went on, they kind of like dropped the church gimmick and they started to go on this whole like carefree black guy thing when they were shaking bums, twerking bootios and all that sort of stuff. I felt like it was
I didn't
it was
like
a
that.
weird thing. Do you go, yeah, that because I only tuned in from then. I only saw when they started doing the bootio stuff. I didn't clock.
I remember,
what I mean?
but when they first started, they were heels, innit?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
everyone
that's-
used to
that's what the church
everyone used to
thing,
say
yeah.
New Day sucks.
New
New
Day
Day
sucks,
sucks.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone used to hate them. I was like, I can't even stand them. And then they started turning clean.
Yeah.
New Day rocks.
And it's not even just that. Even as they were heels, as much as I didn't like them, their matches were sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they had good
They were having
matches
very, very
regardless.
good matches. Like they had a
Yeah.
good feud with the Usos
Yes.
as heels, and I was thinking, rah. As much as I'm not invested in them as a team, but they're providing quality matches, and even at their promos as heels, I'm invested in not liking you lot. So
And I guess that's what if we don't if you're a heel and we don't like you, you're doing your
you're
job.
doing your job. Yeah,
That's what I said about Evolution. There was a whole
Corbin
talk. I
as
think
well.
when we put the Evolution thing up, a few people were like, oh yeah, we don't understand. Like, what was Evolution's greatest moments?
Like,
was
what were they
Evolution's-
actually good for?
What were they
Yeah.
actually good for? But my thing is this: if a heel makes you like, if a heel makes you hate them, and at the end of the day you realize, oh shit, I actually hate this guy. Bro,
then
aren't
I
they
would-
one of the sickest?
Yeah,
you
you've
know what I
done
mean?
well.
But I would say with Evolution as well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was to introduce and elevate new stars.
Yeah.
And they did that. Randy Orton is here. He's a legend, a living legend.
Yeah, literally.
Batista
And
went out, a
that's
legend.
something. It was like it's weird. It was like a nursery or like a college that you went to, and you at the end you graduate and you become. Do you know what I mean? And that's what happened to Randy and Batista. So when people are coming on, obviously, big up Logan, big up who else is there? V-Man Music that said, you know what, like they weren't as.
Yeah, what were their great matches,
What were their
but-
great matches? But like, yeah, it's
Logan, it's not about the matches, man.
think it's
Yeah,
more-
for, like, for me, I don't
about
feel
the
like
characters as
with
themselves they
with many
develop.
factions, there's not necessarily like.
Yeah,
key
but many
matches that
factions
they
haven't
have.
had good matches.
For them, more time it's their
If you
moments.
actually
You know
look at
what I'm saying?
factions, what good matches have factions really had? As an entire
what good
faction.
matches has- yes,
Because
yes.
there's not
I would-
enough
alright,
factions.
I'm going-
Besides the Shields and the
I'm going old-
Evolutions.
I'm going old school,
Those type of
I'm
matches.
going to go old school. You remember the Dangerous Alliance?
yeah.
With Rick Rude and them man there?
Oh,
And
yes,
Larry
yes,
Zabisco?
yes,
And,
yes,
when they had
yes.
the war games against Sting
Yes,
Squadron?
yes.
Even the Four
That was
Horsemen,
hard.
like
That was hard.
back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The factions, their match quality.
Oh, factions, yeah,
You know what I'm
factions.
saying?
from,
But
yeah.
whereas now it's like, look at DX. How many DX matches do we really like? I'm not even talking like the 2006 one. I'm talking like 97 to 99.
problem-
How many
yeah.
great matches can
Do
we
you
really
remember?
say? And like, yeah,
Are you talking as a faction?
yeah, as a faction.
I don't recall, but I do recall the Nation of Domination DX thing went on for about a year, and I loved every minute
Nah,
of
bro,
it.
there was one X that I had to put into that store when they came out blackface, but that's another.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that one. I'll
Yeah.
say the most memorable DX match, what I think is one of the best, was
versus
the,
Big Show. And
the Survivor Series thing.
Hey, this guy, he's punch him up.
Oh, you think I'm talking about 2006?
Oh, he's done his research. He's done his research. Hey, talk your shit.
I'm talking about the Survivor Series match with Triple H, Road Dogg, all of them lot, and they were
When?
facing
When was
back
it?
Attitude Era.
who they facing?
It was a Survivor Series match. I think they were facing. Yeah,
Nah.
it was an elimination match, innit?
Are you not talking about King of the Ring?
Wasn't King of the Ring.
And who was ringside with them, man? Who was ringside with them, man? Was Vince or Shane with them? Because that's when it became corporate DX, isn't it?
That was the corporate stuff.
It was when Tory.
That's when it came.
Tory and X-Pac were together.
That's when it became corporate DX.
That was
Tory-
That was corporate. When I think when Tory joined and all them man joined, it became corporate.
No, it wasn't corporate. It wasn't corporate. No, that
sure?
wasn't corporate. That was not corporate.
Because Vince was there. Vince
That was
backing
after.
the man.
That was. It wasn't. That wasn't. That was in 1999. I even remember that.
That's
because
corporate DX
That
days,
DX. No, that was
That
the
was-
year.
that was the
when
Rock-
Triple
That's
H
when Triple H
and,
left DX.
no, but no, that's the year where Triple H and Mankind had the Hell in a Cell match. It was that year. And I remember
No,
it
that was 2000.
2000.
But that's cool. That's
It was
still
that year,
corporate, though.
2000. That's
Bro,
not corporate.
deep it, bro.
That wasn't corporate.
When
that was
look,
fully DX. There was no Shane. There was no one.
Let me explain something. So when and even when Triple H had a match with Mankind on top of the Hell in a Cell, Triple H wasn't even in DX that time.
He had left.
He had left.
I don't think he
Because
was.
bro, deep it.
He was with Stephanie. He was with Stephanie.
Because I remember in
It was him, Stephanie, but Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X-Pac were there because X-Pac was with Tory at the time.
So I remember in
Yeah, that's corporate
and then-
DX,
and then-
bro.
and no, that's
1990. Trust me.
But
When-
what's corporate
My memory's
DX? What are your members for corporate DX though?
Okay, corporate DX. We had what's his name? Joe Briscoe. We had
Wasn't there.
Vince McMahon.
He
We
wasn't
had Shane McMahon.
No,
you
do
might-
you know what it is?
I
I
think
think
you
you're
might be talking
confusing it.
about
I don't think there was actually
corporation.
corporation. There wasn't really a corporate DX. Triple H
Also
and
corporate
but wait.
corporate,
No,
yeah.
no, no,
Triple
but-
H and China had left DX, so they turned on DX and they had joined the corporate ministry.
But wasn't
So maybe in 2000, what you're talking about is
It's a new
they done a
Remember,
revamp.
there's also
Yeah.
the corporation when The
I'm
Rock
trying to
was
tell
in there, end of '98
yeah,
Survivor
people
Series.
should- yeah. So okay, tell me this. This Judgment Day when it was when Undertaker came back as badass.
2000.
2000.
Cool. What was that then? Wasn't that DX with corporation?
That wasn't
No.
corporate, yes, that was
No, because The Rock was already a face
Yeah,
by then.
that's probably a Helmsley McMahon
Helmsley
regime.
McMahon faction. That's what it was. The Helmsley
No, it was
McMahon
a
faction. That's
okay,
what it
cool,
was.
correct me.
That was the.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
when Triple H
that was
actually
the
became the leader,
faction.
because when
Yes.
Triple H was in the corporation before,
Stephanie was
he
women's
still an
champion as
afterthought.
well.
He was an afterthought. It was literally
Stephanie was women's
Undertaker,
champion at the time as
Vince
well.
McMahon. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
the Helmsley
I
McMahon.
always gotta get fact checked in it, but yeah,
Yeah,
say
fine.
that. You bust me in it. I can't lie. Someone would pull me up in the comments saying, "This guy's stupid, bro."
Also, the elimination match was DX versus Stone Cold, The Rock, Kane, and Shane McMahon.
And what was that?
let
What
me see
event was
that. Let me
that?
see
That was Survivor Series 8-man elimination match.
What year?
It doesn't say.
Oh, it's on SmackDown. Yeah, I've seen this. And in the end, it was.
a Survivor Series.
It's wait. Didn't I have a match that's on SmackDown as well?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't have satellite. Man.
It's no, this is SmackDown, bro.
SmackDown. The
I
matches
told you,
are-
SmackDown. Yeah.
The match is a Survivor Series 8-man elimination match.
Oh yeah,
And in the end, it was
the
The Rock.
match-
Wait, no.
It looks like a pay-per-view though. Let me not lie, because the match.
But you know
Bro,
what?
let me
Back
tell
then,
you
back then,
something
SmackDown
about-
was like pay per view.
Yeah.
See, SmackDown and Raw back in the attitude era, it was a pay per view to me
Standard.
all the time, bro.
Hey,
All the time.
SmackDown back in the
Everything
day,
was just epic.
Rich T
Yes.
with a nice
Actually,
English
One
breakfast.
on one with the Undertaker.
Yes. Kane coming on a
Bro,
mask thing.
on Friday night when
Hardy
SmackDown,
Boys,
when
two
SmackDown
corner
used to
man.
come on
Yeah,
and I used to
yeah.
get my sweet and sour chicken and take a seat.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
mad? This was like
That
Royal
was it,
Rumble
fam.
again, bro.
That was sneaking downstairs time, fam.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're not careful, you end up
Bro,
seeing
back
something
then
you're
was
meant
a
to see.
VHS pappy, man. We'll go to my uncle's house, record it, and come back
That's
and
it.
watching it.
That's
I'm
it.
telling you.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Fam, hella uncles are
Big up
VHS
the
pappy.
old
They don't
man.
even know. That's just mad. They don't even know. Smack, yes, Raw. So yeah, what else happened on Raw that really? Oh
Shinsuke.
shit! Did you see that
Shinsuke.
match? Sorry, the match with Asuka and Mickey James. You see the botch?
finish.
I liked it. A dodgy finish, but I like the match a little bit. But I feel like Mickey can't really catch up anymore with these lot, man.
You think? Why do you think that?
Oh, Nick might kill me for that. But you know the thing.
He's gonna grill you.
No, Mickey. She went. It was a decent match, but I feel like there was just some spots she just couldn't
Deliver on.
really grasp. You know what I mean? And I feel like if Asuka done it with someone else, maybe a Sasha Banks or something, it would have been a lot better. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's your opinion, isn't it?
But I like Mickey James. She's very hard. I like her. I like her heritage.
I'm a big fan of Mickey James.
I like her heritage. She really represents a legacy. Like she really big. I like that as
Yeah,
well. Do you know what I mean?
she's great.
Very great.
Big up Mickey James.
I don't know if that was sarcasm.
No, it's not.
Mickey James is
I can
sick.
see in your eyes too. We know. Yeah, we know. I got time for Mickey James.
There was Shinsuke.
Yeah.
He was just fat.
Oh, the tag team match.
The tag team
Was that on
match.
SmackDown or Raw?
Raw.
Yeah.
Street Profits. They done very good for that match as well.
What do you think
They
of
won.
them?
We got something to talk about.
What's that?
Raw Underground.
I started.
We got something.
What, Baba Tunde and Braun Strowman? Aye, that was a bit hard. Well, I like that confrontation. What, you weren't feeling it? Wow. What?
I mean,
I'm sorry, but I look forward to the Hurt Business more than Raw Underground nowadays.
Well, yeah, of
When
course.
Raw Underground comes on,
Well, we know that the
clock
Hurt
out.
Business is the main focus, of
No,
course.
but I
right
clock
now.
out. I just can't be bothered for it no more.
like Raw Underground.
Bro, do you remember back in the day on Zoom? I used to be like, "Yeah, Raw Underground's the next shit."
Yeah.
I've lost interest, bro.
Were you wrong?
Yeah,
Were you wrong about it?
it was good for that period of time, but now it's just like now that they got the Thunderdome, we don't need that shit no more. Have you not clocked? You don't feel like that?
I personally don't see the point of Raw Underground. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't move me whatsoever. For me, it's like, okay, cool. They come in, they scrap a little bit, and then what happens? There's no real like consequential. Like, there's no real end goal for Raw Underground. Okay, cool. Braun Strowman comes in. Him and Dabba-Kato, Babatunde have their match. What happens? Let's say Braun Strowman wins. That means that the whole Raw Underground building this guy has meant nothing. If Braun Strowman loses, Braun Strowman is back where he was last year. Just a nobody that's just struggling to win matches or struggling to get over. He's just lost his Universal title, and isn't that something he should be prioritizing rather than coming to Raw, a show that he's not even on, to come and beat up people that are sitting in the canteen and doing nothing? I don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it. And this is why I can't be invested in Braun Strowman, because it's like there's no real direction for him. It's like, okay, cool. You want to push him, You end up not doing anything with him. You end up pushing him. Nobody's invested. You've now taken I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I want. I just know it's not Braun Strowman. I won't lie to you.
I feel like with Braun Strowman, he's in some kind of limbo. Like,
Fam, he's dressed like Michael P.S. Hayes
Bro.
when he was managing the Hardys.
I don't know.
Oh, that's wild. That's a wild comparison, you know.
No, he's dressed like him. He's dressed like him. He's just not acting like him. He's dressed like him. Like you know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, I know who that is, guys. Just in case. Don't worry. But no, I don't know. Braun Strowman, he's in some kind of limbo. As you said, when he's world champion, no one cares. When he's not, is this audio calm?
Yeah, it's calm.
Oh, calm. I don't know. With Braun Strowman, I'm not invested into him even when he's champion and even when he's not. But when that face off with him and Babatunde at Raw Underground,
It looked good. I won't lie. It looked good.
I liked it.
But my thing is, okay, what comes of that after?
That makes sense.
And that seems to be my question with a lot of things in WWE. Okay, cool. What happens after now? There's no real end game to
But
it.
sometimes not everything has to be there and then, innit? It can happen in maybe a couple years. Sometimes a lot of confrontation.
The seed thing, innit?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things do
Like the
seed
golden
up,
era.
and then, exactly. Then you see in a couple years' time,
You
boom.
think they're gonna have Babatunde and Braun Strowman in the ring?
Of course. Of course.
I don't think so.
Why not?
So it happens next week. Okay, cool. What's your ideal plan for it? You're saying
But it's not going to
that
happen next week.
No, but what's your ideal plan regardless?
you don't think it's gonna happen?
No,
You
it's
think
not
some?
gonna happen next week.
What's your ideal plan regardless?
That will happen in the future, I think.
But what where would you go with that? Like what's like?
I don't know where I'm going to go with that because I don't know where the direction.
But ideally, you don't want it to happen next week.
No.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
If that's happened next week, I'll be pissed off because it's like, no, like, you're just messing up the whole now. You're basically, you're basically looking at two of the biggest men in WWE right now.
No, Walter is one of them.
No? What? Walter taller than Braun? No?
No, he's
Walter's what, 6'7"?
No, he's one of the biggest men in WWE
Walter?
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Walter's a wall, man.
Yeah,
big,
bro.
he's big.
Still.
He's big, fam.
Walter's big still.
Bro, I've got a picture with him, fam.
When I met him, yeah,
6'10".
You know, even if Walter was 5 foot, the power of his slap and that, he's
done,
bigger
it's
than
done,
very
him.
big problem.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
very
done,
big
it's done,
problem.
it's done.
I've already said it. Walter's one of my favourite wrestlers anyway.
But you're right. They are two of the biggest guys there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
in there. Okay, there, yeah.
No, in
But
the whole
they're both
WWE.
bigger than Walter,
In the whole
though.
WWE. They're
They're
bigger
both
than
bigger than
Walter.
Walter.
Much bigger than Walter.
Are they?
Of course.
Walter's literally the
Braun
same height
Strowman is
as
bigger than Walter.
Keith Lee.
What about Jordan? What about Jordan on
He's the tallest
Yeah, he's the
wrestler.
tallest.
That's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
tall,
yeah,
bro.
he's tall,
One
tall.
choke, so I'm taking.
But
That's Chesney.
you know, I'm coming from the kind of like
40 towers in the
Yeah.
what can happen when the
Like
two
an
of the
actual
biggest
big man.
guys.
Like an actual big man, not like Viscera. He's it.
Oh, see
Okay,
people like him.
first of all, my mic's popping too. What's this whole Viscera thing? Tell me. Fill me
Okay,
in.
So basically, Sam, you might as well explain it because it's your guy, innit?
Oh, you a Viscera fan?
Oh man.
Don't cop out now. Don't cop out now. Because when
You know what?
Don't cop out
You know
now.
what? It's because now, yeah, I feel like.
you feel like you're being attacked, innit?
First of all, jokes aside, rest in peace.
No,
to that.
100%.
Rest in peace. Obviously, I feel like maybe.
No,
Go
don't
back
cop
on my
out
word.
now. Don't
Because
cop
even
out.
that
Don't
dribble
go back
sweat
on
just
your.
come down my head right now.
Don't go back on your words.
I'm gonna let people know, yeah.
I
Fam,
basically said that this
one sec, Black shit. If you see sweat patches on us, man, yeah, it is hot in here.
We can't even switch on the air.
It's hot. Look at this.
Fam.
It's hot.
So,
So
you said,
yeah,
you
so
said
put this out
Viscera
there.
is top what?
No,
Top 5 big men, innit? That's you see.
Of all time, bro.
don't cop out because you've had this. You've been saying this for how many weeks now?
You said what?
So don't cop out now. I agree. You can change your opinion.
You got to remember in it. This is the first time I met you in it. Say that again. You think Viscera is top?
And this is why, because the first confrontation always matters.
All right, hold on. So who's in the rest of your top 5?
Oh man.
Because you might be able to save this.
Obviously, Taker.
Okay. You see the way I'm holding the mic?
Viscera's number 5. Don't worry about that. Nah. I've just been put on the spot.
I'm gonna throw 2 in there for you.
Because I feel like my top 5's gonna have to change now.
I'm gonna throw 2 in there for you.
Go on.
Bigelow, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Did I say Bam? I didn't
Yeah,
say
you
Bam
did. I
Bam
think
Bigelow.
you
I did say
did.
Bam Bam
Vader.
Bigelow. I never put Vader in my top 5 though. I don't know why. I've
So
never
is Viscera better than Vader?
That's even.
I said that though. I did say that though. I did say that though.
Viscera's better than Big Van Vader.
No, Vader's hard though. Vader's very hard, but I don't know. I don't really.
Now you know what? Yeah, I respect it though. You're down for the
know what I
cause.
mean?
You
I
support the
don't really-
Mandem for real.
Right,
It's not
right.
just a tag. I respect
No,
it.
thank you.
I respect
Like obviously, like Yoko's better than Viscera, of course. Do you know where I'm coming from? Like, I know that, but no, like I feel like Viscera's very underrated.
Is Yoko better because he was young at the time and he won bare championships?
Who?
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna.
Because you know what it is. I think after having a chat with who was it? I think we had a chat with Alex. Was it Alex from Talksport? And he's like, "Oh, you put Yokozuna in your top 5." We had a chat with someone, and someone said, "Why would you put Yokozuna in your top 5?" And I had to go watch the matches he had.
He had some good matches.
He had good matches, but
it wasn't the greatest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was.
And I've said that as well.
And that's my problem with.
It was more
wasn't
about
the
who he's in the
greatest,
ring
wasn't
with.
I know
So
what
his
you're
matches,
trying to do. I
that's
know what
it.
you're trying to
his
do.
matches with Bret Hart were like top
And that's my
notch.
problem with Thingy.
I
That's
know
my
what
problem
you're
with.
gonna do now.
Oh, can we just jump on this topic right now, please? I feel like we're just beating around the bush, fam.
Yo, it's the Laps here. Right now, you're listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem.
Introduce segment.
Let's get into this, fam. Cool. Mandem.
Absolute mockage what he's about
Welcome
to say. Mockage.
to Was It Really That Good?
It
So
was
for
really
today's topic, we've got 2 topics today. So the first one we're going to do is X Division. And we're talking from the years of 2005.
Just X Division in
X
general.
Division in general, but
versus the,
yeah, if you
was it that good?
And we're gonna talk. And today we're also gonna talk about Undertaker's streak. Was Undertaker's streak really that good? So I think the first thing we should tackle here is Undertaker's streak, right?
I think we should do X Division. Let's prep.
No, I can't hold on. I can't hold for longer. So
Alright, go on.
what we normally do, right, was like we go around in a circle and Mandem obviously drop their thoughts on if they thought it was good or not. Last week we did Evolution. Evolution, I think all of us pretty much agreed that Evolution were actually good, right? There was one but after listening to what I said on the thing, I think if you understand where I came from, you'll get where I came from, innit? Do you understand? But if you didn't, then obviously, yeah, here's what it is. You can argue with your whoever wants. But yeah, so the first thing is getting to, yeah, Undertaker's streak. Mandem, was it really that good?
Of course it was. The fact we even question this one is even annoying as
Cool.
well, fam.
So, in order for us to discuss this, yes, we're gonna have to bring up the matches.
Do you want to go round? Was it really that good?
It was
We need a mic, bro. The mic's in my lap.
Sorry, broski. It was good. It was the best thing out of nothing. You see where I'm coming from? The greatest, the absolute greatest thing that came out of nothing. That's what I'm going to say on that one.
Fam, Undertaker's streak was the best thing in WWE. Like, from when you're putting the streak as the main event over the world titles, you know it's an important thing. And fams, Undertaker. We graveyard Undertaker to biker Undertaker.
Every Undertaker.
The streak has been amazing.
Yeah.
I respect it. I rate it so much.
For me, I feel honoured to even have seen that in my lifetime. You know, there's a generation of wrestling fans coming up. They're just gonna hear about it, and they can watch it on the network. But we lived it. I think in terms of if you look at the span of the matches too. The matches at the beginning, I think he had his best streak matches later on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know?
cool.
So legendary, great classic matches, and it also, you know, we're talking about the wrestling business. It sold tickets. People tuning in to watch WrestleMania because they knew Undertaker was coming.
100%.
Was it that good?
I think the latter matches for Undertaker's streak were good. For like the matches before that, when it actually mattered, they weren't good. They were boring.
What? So you said
Okay,
actually.
so was it that good? Yes or no?
Bro, this is where it actually. Can I say 70% good and 30% not
I
good?
think what you're saying
What was greater?
I think what
I'm not comparing.
100%.
I think what my brother is saying, like, if you look at his matches with, and forgive me if I'm jumping here, but if you look at his matches with
Okay, let's go.
Giant Gonzalez,
Yeah, of course.
and King Kong Bundy,
Okay.
they was dead.
Do you know
The streak was good. Let's go through the list.
Okay, let's go through the list.
let's go through the
That's where it
Sorry,
started
can
in
I
my
just
mind.
say this before
wanna
anyone even says anything? What are you going to compare the streak to?
I'm not comparing it to nothing. My thing is this: the quality of matches that he had in these early period of the whole streak was not as entertaining.
No.
And even, do you know what's even mad? Do you know what's even mad?
Though.
I can even put it as this, yeah. I can even put it as this, bro. Do you know what's even mad about this whole streak thing, fam? If you actually watch that match at WrestleMania 9, the match didn't even finish properly, fam.
No, it didn't.
But
Undertaker pretty much lost the streak then.
Yeah.
You know that?
Can I
The streak
say
ended
something,
then
though?
to Giant Gonzalez, bro.
Can I say something?
Talk
The
him out.
whole Giant
I won the
Gonzalez
total
thing was a check from the start. Because you remember the Royal Rumble that year?
Yeah, I
How my
remember.
man just walked in and eliminated Undertaker. Even
Yeah.
as a child, I said, if you're not in the Royal Rumble, how
Why
can you
you
eliminate a man
liking
in the
it?
Royal Rumble?
But that happens bare
That
times.
was
though.
dead.
Brock Lesnar went to Goldberg and was like, why the fuck was that happening?
That was dead. But also, maybe some of Undertaker's matches earlier on, when it wasn't the streak as we know it, we look back and think,
His debut. Look, let me say
What
something.
against
That Survivor Series debut
was hard.
the whole
That
thing
was
that
good,
was
though.
sick. No, I was gonna say that was one of the best things I can
I
actually
swear
remember.
he put hands on Coco Beware first.
Coco
innit?
Beware,
Yeah.
damaged him from.
Destroyed it.
I looked at Coco Beware different.
I thought he was racist. I said,
Fam,
why are you coming and just hold up the black man like that?
Bro, what the hell's going on here, fam?
Yeah, it was mad
And
before Mandem, innit?
he defeated Dusty Rhodes as well, no? He pinned him, no?
One of them.
Yeah.
And then he put hands on Bret Hart too.
Bret Hart as well.
Yeah.
And once he was young then, fam.
Young time.
Undertaker
I mean,
shook back then. You know?
Take it
Fam.
serious. I was
So,
terrified.
match
Man,
number one.
man,
Hey, I
man,
want.
slow.
You know, I think in order for this to make sense, we're gonna go through the matches, innit? So the first match is here, yeah. Jimmy Snuka.
Good match.
It done what it needed to do. Let's be honest, it
Yeah,
done
it
what it
did.
needed to do.
What did it
Jimmy
match?
Snuka was more or less at the end of his prime at that point. Undertaker's the new young hot star.
Yeah.
So that was a burial.
Crush him.
was a
Just
burial.
fam,
Unintended.
get this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
So that way we can fam. Get this
He
nigga out of here.
is right. He is right.
I just got what you just said, fam.
You said it was a burial, didn't it? I said pun intended.
Oh shit. Yeah, it was funny. No, yeah. I
But the
can.
MCs are in here today, innit? Serious, bro.
No, listen,
Come on,
that match
man.
done what he needed to do. I'm not expecting that to be a 20-minute barn burner. He done what he needed to do.
I got you.
You got me where?
Jake the Snake.
I like
Jake the Snake was out of here as
Man
well.
done the tombstone outside the ring. and then
No.
put him
Jake the
back
Snake
in.
just
That
came
was
back into the
hard.
company. Jake
Jake the Snake was out of here.
the
He
Snake was
was.
out
He
of
was.
here.
Jake
He went to
sneaking.
WCW a few months
Yeah,
after.
a few
That was
months
92,
after.
innit?
Yeah, 92.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
Jake
okay,
Roberts
okay.
debuted.
But wait,
in 92
was he out of here when he came
WCW?
out for the third time then? When
Wait, what was the second match?
Jake
Jake the
Roberts.
Snake.
Jake the Snake was out of here.
No, he was on his way out. That was
He was
like
out
his
of
last.
here.
Bro, he
from
was
that
on his way out
particular
when he faced Stone Cold and Stone Cold.
Yeah, he
messed him
remember
up.
he left,
And
then
came
came back. And that 1996 run that he came to fight Stone Cold, he was out of here as well.
But here's the thing, though. That's another thing. Salute to Jake Roberts for being one of the best heels, one of the best talkers on the
Trust me.
microphone, and for
1,000%.
setting
Trust
up
me.
enough man career.
That's what I'm saying to you. When the golden age
Jake
matters,
Roberts.
fam.
Nah, fake.
Jake
Golden
Roberts.
age matters.
Jake Roberts used to get man shook,
You're dumb.
and he never raised his voice, fam.
Fam.
He didn't even
You
lift
see when he
his
shook up? He
finger.
shook up Ultimate Warrior, fam.
Fam,
Are you mad?
It's when Jake Roberts said, you see, and I'm not condoning violence against women, but when he slapped up Elizabeth, man looked in the camera and he said this. Hear what man said. Listen, maybe I can cultivate her into being something even I would want. I've looked at the TV like, who is this brother?
Jake the Snake. Mad.
And then he said, Randy Savage, he goes, whatever you do, please bring her back. I said, this man needs help.
So I can say so far we found 2 matches in the beginning of the streak that made sense. Are we all in agreement? You don't agree though, do you?
I didn't like the Jimmy Snuka match.
It was average.
I'm being honest.
It wasn't great, but it did what it
That's-
needed to do.
No, but that's the. I
But
think-
it done enough.
I think
It
that's the
done
problem.
enough.
That's the problem with the streak, bro. You man are holding on to what it needed to do. Was the match good or not?
No, it wasn't.
That's what I want to know from you, man. That's all.
Yeah, but
The match was good what it needed to do.
Take the streak away.
Undertaker was
Take the streak
good.
away
But what
and
was
look
a
at
good
his
match?
match.
Okay, there was no streak here. On that, would you watch that match like again?
I haven't watched it since I watched
I watched it again.
That was my first
I
match.
was like, this match is boring, fam.
it. It was dead.
Bro, be honest,
fair
fam.
enough, fair enough.
Cool.
Go on.
Third match.
Again, it done what it needed to do. I'm sticking by it. I'm sticking
same.
by
It
my
done
guns.
what it needed
Cool,
to
cool.
do. Yeah.
Third match. Giant Gonzalez.
No, get that shit out of here.
Realistically,
out of here.
bro, like I said before, realistically,
The whole
Undertaker
storyline
lost-
coming towards that, was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it
I'm
was, it was,
sorry.
it was.
very
I was
interesting.
invested.
Yeah, it
Because
was,
I'm
it was,
thinking
it was.
this guy he's a giant
Yeah.
that's testing the Undertaker. This guy was undefeated.
no one's tested
where I'm
Undertaker
coming from.
properly till the actually.
No one was testing Taker. What Hogan?
And
He
Hogan-
beat
no,
Hogan.
yeah.
No, but when
And
you
what
talk about the
Hogan
size,
beat in
when
the
We're
ring
talking
now.
about size.
Man came out with the muscle suit and
Those
they
other
hit
big
at
men
the
like
front
him.
and he had the hair on the
So
shoulder.
the whole
Yeah.
story around it, the match wasn't great, but the whole story around it was good.
And yes,
Even
I'm
Jake
even
the Snake-
disagreeing with that. I don't care about that. No, get that match out of here.
Bro,
Get that match out of
Bro,
here.
let me tell you something. That match there, yeah, realistically, if we look at it properly in like wrestling terms, yeah, Undertaker lost the streak then.
He didn't lose.
He walked out, bro. He walked out. We got counted out, bro. No?
No, it was disqualification. Giant Gonzalez was beating him at too much. It stopped him.
Then he lost then. Am I lying? How can you get battered too much?
No, but if the other person gets disqualified, you haven't lost.
Yeah,
But
but
did he even get disqualified? Or did Undertaker walk out? Undertaker came back in, bro. And he pinned him.
I'll be honest with you, I tried to wipe that WrestleMania from my mind still.
I don't think about it.
Forget that match was trash. That match was trash. Regardless, that match
The
was
whole
trash.
event was trash.
Cool, that match was trash.
That's the only match
Okay,
that's
cool.
trash, but carry on.
King Kong Bundy.
Shit match.
Rubbish.
Shit match.
Okay, when you said that match did what it needed to do.
I said the others. I didn't say that. This match was shit.
Okay, cool. Diesel.
That was a good match.
Yeah, good
I
match.
enjoyed that.
The Diesel match was good. That was
That was
before.
for me, from because I remember watching this match. For me, that's when I felt like Undertaker was at a point where he could lose at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And also, we're talking about it did what he had to do. I think it was a good Diesel was on his way out.
Yeah.
And Diesel was young. He was motivated to wrestle.
That was peak.
That was a really
Yeah.
good, that was a really good WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
I enjoyed that.
you guys agree that was a good match?
Yeah.
that was
And it
peak
made
Diesel.
sense.
That was peak Diesel, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I can't
When he
lie
hit
to
that jackknife
But
and
do you know what it is?
take off,
Look, let's put it this, Mandem, yeah. There's some matches that are timeless. You can watch it whenever and you will still get the same thrill. You man can name me matches right now and you'll tell me that, I can agree with you.
Can I say this, please? Yeah?
but
No, but can I
if
say
you-
this,
if
please?
you-
Can
if you-
I say this,
that's
please? The
loads of
reason
matches,
why,
yeah.
let me tell you the
I'm
reason
saying-
why a lot of the matches were dead, because Undertaker had to carry a lot of these wrestlers in it. It's just as simple
Okay,
as
that-
that. If it wasn't for that, and it'll be the Bret Harts and the Owen Harts, you're seeing an absolute spectacular match.
I know.
That's the thing.
To add to that, I always look at wrestling like music. Some artists, they're before their time, of their time, and ahead of their time. So certain these matches we're talking about, like Bret Hart, Steve Austin, they're matches before of the time and ahead of the time. Sometimes it's okay. You look at a wrestling match and you look at it and you enjoy it because it's of its time. I would see like a Diesel Undertaker was of its time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
A
it.
lot of the
That's
matches, even
it.
the Jimmy Snuka was of its
But
time.
you know, once we start getting onto that,
of its
when you start
time.
getting onto some of these later matches,
Let's go.
it's ahead of its time now. What was after that one?
Psycho Sid.
I like the Psycho.
I love
wasn't
Psycho
bad.
Sid.
That match was
wasn't bad.
alright.
No,
I think
that
it's also
match,
because what followed before it is
I
kind
know,
of like
the Psycho's.
I like
Good match.
good match.
That match was sick.
That's the first time.
Thanks for even nodding your head, bro. That was the match where I thought Taker was
when you
done.
said
Yeah,
that's
it
the
was
first time,
Tombstone after tombstone after tombstone after
when you man said
tombstone.
that's the first time that you ever thought that Undertaker was tested, yeah. In terms of like when you said Diesel, innit? I thought like
That was the
came
first
for
time
me.
I thought it's a rap
That
now.
was K for me, yeah.
Yeah.
And for me,
Kane,
the
I thought
story
it's
story headed into that as well
was
was
crazy.
Kane was invincible.
Kane, yeah.
Undertaker didn't want to
Kane was
touch him. Undertaker
invincible,
would not.
yeah.
They at
He
one
was
point it looked like
scared.
them two were gonna come together, and then
Yeah.
That was
wasn't it the Royal Rumble where what's it called? I can't remember. Was it the Royal Rumble where it was the Royal Rumble where Kane put Undertaker in the casket and lit the casket on fire.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was,
So even the
and
build
you know what
towards
was
this
ill?
match as well.
The way they told that storyline. That storyline in some ways is
It's
still
probably
going
one of the
today.
best
Yeah, still going today.
storylines.
Yeah, still going today. If Kane comes back as quits his medic, bro, will still happen today, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard.
The storyline can happen at any time.
Big Boss Man. This one of the most devilish matches I've seen in
match.
my life. Is that the when he
When he hung him, bro.
That was
Wrestling
one
the
of
Hell
the
in a
most
Cell, he
evil-
hung him, bro.
I'm not
That was
comfortable
ministry
with that
take.
I wasn't comfortable with that match either. That
When
match
I saw it,
watched
even-
that match.
it dampened the WrestleMania for me.
Yeah,
Still.
it looked like lynching.
Yeah, it dampened.
When he hung Buster.
For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Big Boss Man was not even in his prime anymore. That match. I mean, it could. It's not as bad.
I disagree. I disagree.
It's not as bad as his
when Boss. Are you telling me what? When Bossman was a police officer, he was more in his prime than
Yes.
the Black Tap Bossman.
Yes.
Can I say something?
He was much more athletic than he was
Big Boss Man.
as this shield looking.
Big fat Bossman was back then.
Yeah.
Fam, he could move.
Big Boss Man.
could move.
When he was wearing the blue and he could move.
Broski,
Yeah.
Bossman could move in the
Can I be real
attitude
with you?
era.
Fam,
bro.
he could
You know
move.
what?
An enforcer
Boss Man was
cuz.
one of the first wrestlers I liked. Like first policeman I ever liked, bro.
No, I
Big
hear
Boss
you.
Man.
I hear you.
With Hard Time.
No, of course.
you trying to say
No, I'm
Blue Lives
respecting
Matter,
it. I'm respecting it.
Is that what you're on?
I was on that still. I was on that early.
The big boss man I liked is the big boss man that ran up in Big Show's funeral and
No,
put the man's
I liked that.
Okay, I like
No,
that.
I
You're
liked
big
that.
boss man. You're not messing
He
with
was
me.
on Bouncer Boss Man. The Bouncer one.
That bounce.
No, that Boss Man was good. But in terms of match quality, his match quality wasn't great.
With the police.
And that was the original Shield. That was the original. What's that? Paul Buchanan and that.
Yeah. Bull Buchanan.
Paul Buchanan. Yeah.
He looked like he was in jail for real.
And Nelson.
Nah, fam, I can't lie. I prefer that boss man, bro.
No, I prefer it, but I'm saying
no.
athletically he wasn't as good.
I agree with you on that, boss.
Athletically,
Because when him and Nels had beef,
I ain't gonna lie, you know. When Nails came out, I said, "This is it for the Boss Man."
Nels
You know.
is finished. He couldn't even speak properly. He's been eating too much bricks.
This match
Like, we
was
should eat that
controversial,
wolf. He's trying to escape.
but I didn't fuck with Boss Man at all, man.
Oh, come on.
I didn't
man.
fuck with
Nah,
him at
no,
all.
I don't blame you though.
He
I
was
don't
just
blame
he
you.
was just a background wrestler to me. Like,
Nah,
really.
you bro. I'm telling you.
young, bro.
I'm telling you. At SummerSlam '91, when he put the Mountie in the van and put him to jail, I'm
Put it
like,
together,
yo.
that was sick, yeah.
No, you have to.
Do you know about you?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh,
I feel like
this is
with
the
Boss
Cuban-
Man,
With
Boss Man, I only know him from
You know
a certain
PCO,
point.
he's
Corporation
partner.
Of course, corporation boss.
PCO.
Well, other than
PCO,
that,
what's PCO's real name?
Pierre
from
Oulet from Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one Jimmy Hart was their manager at one point. That was sick.
what's his name? Jacques Rougeau.
Jacques
Rougeau?
Rougeau,
Yeah.
Him. I think
He was a very good wrestler.
the Mountie.
Yeah, he was a
The
good
Mountie was good.
wrestler. He was a good wrestler.
Hey, I can't. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about when I used to watch that Virgil tape.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to watch it. It was him and the Mountie fam, and Jimmy Hart was his fam, that match.
I ain't gonna lie,
hurts me,
can we
fam.
say something about Virgil? Just
Yeah, go on.
I think he's got one of the most underrated theme songs ever. With the new Jack Swing. That was some Teddy Riley thing, bruv.
That's why, yeah. When I saw Virgil for the first time on that WWE Rampage
yeah.
tape that I've got in my house, yeah. When I watched it, I was like, this man is sick. Why are they not pushing this guy?
You know what? It was his
They'd rather
storyline
push
was mad
label.
racist though. You remember that time he did the promo and like Ted DiBiase like was getting like Virgil was massaging his toes, bruv, and he was like Virgil the toes. And I'm there as a little black kid thinking.
But he boss case, innit? He boss case after like.
Yeah, and then
couple
Reaper
years,
Man took the belt.
Yeah.
But when I heard
Reaper Man theme was sick as well. You know?
yeah, all of them, Jim Johnston, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
cool.
Go.
What's the next match?
Oh shit, sorry. So the next match is Triple H, WrestleMania 17.
Come on, we all know
So we all
about
know
that.
that match was good.
That match was
And
really
That was the
and
coldest.
this is where the match quality
Because of the
stepped
times.
up.
Because
Not
of the
yet.
times.
Not yet.
For me,
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Keep going.
What?
Keep
Okay,
going.
good.
What?
Okay, next match.
No, wait.
Stop. That Triple H match. What? That was what? That match was hard. What, the first time they... Whoa! Wait a minute, bro. That
match
went
was hard.
backstage. That match is very underrated.
that match
I'll
was
probably
hard.
put that top 3 out of the street matches.
Really?
Yes. 100%. That match was
3.
cold. Listen, for me, I thought that match was cold because I really thought
I
this
agree.
is
I
it for
agree with my
Taker.
brother. I agree with
thought-
my brother here.
Top
That's
3.
the first time I saw Undertaker at WrestleMania. Like,
Trust me.
where the match level
It was high.
met the hype.
Top 3 when
know
there's two Shawn Michaels matches.
And
And
I,
wait.
Do you know what? Do you know why
We'll
the match
talk
level
about
was that
that.
No,
high?
you're a fan though. That's why it's hard to ask you these questions, fam.
Ask me,
I
bro.
can't ask these questions, bro.
Do you know why the
He's
match?
Versy here?
Do you know why the match level was that high? That's when they actually acknowledged that this guy's gone unbeaten for
That's
10
what I'm-
WrestleManias. So that's when they were like, we can actually.
I
run
wouldn't
with
say it's
this.
up to yet. We'll get there.
You think
And
so?
also, I
good
hate
point,
to
bro.
say this, yeah.
I think it started
But
from there.
at that time as well, Triple H was doing bits. You know what I mean?
He was.
Like,
Oh,
good
yeah,
wrestler, so
even
it was
though
like-
even
it
though
was
even though I still
classical, innit?
even though I don't rate him, but go ahead.
Like, when I see Undertaker lifting with one hand to
And dash
Triple
him
H.
off the
and that-
scaffolding.
Oh,
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
boy, trust
next
me.
match-
Talking about Ric Flair in
Ric
it.
Flair.
That was a good match.
That was
that
a
was a
really
very
good
good
match.
That was a really good match.
Lots of emotion, lots of blood. I like that.
Yeah, and even when they both talk about the background of that match, how he made Ric Flair
I'll tell you
do
what,
certain
though.
spots which Ric
Tell you
Flair
what,
didn't
though.
do
Hey,
before.
do
It
you
was
actually
sick.
remember these matches, beginning, middle, and end?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
I don't remember this match, you know. Beginning,
What,
middle, and
Flair?
end. I remember that he fought Ric Flair, but I can't remember the matches.
What
beginning,
WrestleMania
middle,
number is this again?
That's 18.
18.
isn't it?
What?
Yeah,
How did the
came-
match? how
Yeah,
did the-
Anderson come with a spine buster. I
Buster,
forgot
yeah.
about that. Yeah, he come
came
with a
with
spine buster.
spine
Yeah,
buster, Undertaker.
Undertaker. Spine buster.
How did the match finish again?
Undertaker just I think was it Tombs
I can't remember.
I think it was last ride.
last round,
Last right, what a move. But yeah.
but he
Okay,
was
cool.
busted open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Show and A-Train.
Shit.
No, good match.
That match was
I like
shit.
That. I like that. What? When
I don't even
fucking-
record now.
what's
That
his
match
name?
was shit.
What's his name?
Nathan Jones was meant to be in that
Jones
match.
yeah, he was too,
He was too shit,
So.
so they had to attack him beforehand, so that way he doesn't have to wrestle.
That match-
Undertaker made most of what he could,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
that match was shit.
That match made me show that.
I didn't enjoy that match.
That match was good. I
The
enjoyed
next
that
match is one of the best Undertaker matches I've ever watched in my life.
This is when
which
the
one is it?
streak picked up.
This is one of the best Undertaker entrances, the best versions of Undertaker, the best, what can I say, the best arena for Undertaker to come out in, and the best entrance. And even, bro, the whole thing was just a spectacle.
What's this, WrestleMania 20.
WrestleMania 20.
When he came back as the dead man,
Yes!
that was hard. And he had the short hair. He had the bob and the weave.
Fam, that was
He had the no bob and the weave.
Paul Bear coming with the urn. Yeah.
fam, man come up the is it was even a pixie cut, fam. What's the cut?
It was like a bob,
yeah,
innit?
like a bob, yeah.
But you know what's crazy? It's
Looking
like,
like Dua
it's
Lipa.
Kane's like,
Kane was like,
you're not dead. You're not dead.
The build up, the
build up, even
That was one of the best
package,
storylines.
the video package, the rest of the thing happened at Royal Rumble when Undertaker thought everyone thought Undertaker was gonna come out the Royal Rumble as the 30th. Was he 30th, innit? Fam,
Listen,
that spun me.
listen.
I remember watching. I was like, "Ee!"
Listen,
I stood up.
I remember. I'm talking to bare people who didn't even watch wrestling, and everyone thought Undertaker's dead. Like the man's actually.
But Bearman thought Undertaker was dead.
Everyone thought
fam.
he's dead.
Undertaker's
like,
died so many times, bro.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
in
But
school.
that one,
thought it was a rap.
that
It was a
one,
rap. Do you know why?
everyone thought it was
'Cause
a rap.
They had a
Everyone-
funeral.
the
They
whole
had a
buried
funeral.
alive-
They had a funeral as well.
The whole buried alive match with Vince, man getting buried, Kane doing the funeral saying it's over. Like
That
you're finished.
WrestleMania was
And
crazy.
I feel like it was sick because it's like there's two of the most craziest people, like two of the most like scary guys in WWE going head together. And after like at any given moment, it was like a jump scare. It was like watching a movie, bro. Like from when.
And I swear this was when Kane would be in the arena and he'd see Shadow.
Yeah, see Shadow.
It was like some horror
Or
thing.
he would see like I think there was a match was gonna have a Goldberg or something. After the lights turned blue.
Lights turned blue.
Lights turned blue, and after Kane's skin looked bare like weird.
Kane started. The
Goes back to normal.
I swear.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, man. Round of applause. Yeah.
I need to get your phone fixed. But
the ring started shaking. And
trust me, yeah, the
I
ring.
remember that.
The ring started to shake.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
I swear they put that in the game.
Yeah.
the production team went mad.
The build up for the match. Undertaker hadn't even touched any of the arenas.
That deserved
He
an
didn't get
Oscar.
there till WrestleMania 20.
I won't lie. I was actually genuinely scared, thinking, "Raw."
Same. And I wanted to see how Undertaker was gonna come out. I was thinking, wait, he's died. They put him on the ground as the badass. Yeah. How's he gonna come out next? What's he gonna look like
No,
next?
we knew it was gonna be the dead man. I can't lie.
Bro, I didn't-
It was
fam.
how he was going to look.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, how was it going to look? Yeah,
And then he came out with the bob.
Even when you're seeing the I'm seeing the clips of him like in that kind of looking like a druid. I thought he's coming out like that. Like,
I thought he's coming out. I thought
how's
he's
he
coming
coming
out. Ministry taker as well. Because there's even shots of him in the chair like
Can
that.
I say something though? You know the ministry theme for Undertaker?
Yeah.
I think it's better than the other.
Wait. The ministry theme.
The ministry theme. With the beat goes.
I think that's Undertaker's best thing.
What? And the guitar. Listen.
Nah, I do think it's
Are you crazy? That Undertaker.
It is. What I appreciate about the Undertaker in the
is the
ministry.
best. I've said it so many times.
What I appreciate about the Undertaker in the ministry that he didn't take 20 minutes to walk to the ring. He just walked.
But Undertaker
he just got
pushed
to the
all
ring.
of these stars, bro.
Fam,
He
did
just
you
walked to the ring and got there.
Did you hear the production?
No, the production was
Bro,
nuts. The production was nuts.
You know,
Ministry
Jim
taker.
Johnson had a bigger budget, bro. Man started
yeah,
bringing
yeah,
in
yeah.
strings,
You
guitars.
know what even made me? I even like the theme tune of Big Show and the Undertaker. You know, they're featured together. What's cracking? What?
I remember watching SummerSlam '98 and I heard that theme and I said, "Oh,
Oh my
I
God,
was confused." I said,
I thought this is
"Yo."
no real talk. It's bro, Taker, Ministry Taker. I'm sorry, he is the best.
He was very. I'm a church you, but he was very demonic at that time.
No.
I was with it. I was with it.
Even he's too demonic to even to the point where I couldn't even buy his merch that time.
couldn't.
I go to buy his merch from Ministry Taker right now.
You're
Yeah.
a church you as well.
Yeah, bro, and the stuff that it says on the back, like it says
It's a bit
"Welcome to
mad.
hell."
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah,
mad.
the devil
my
say-
dad's a reverend, isn't it? So a lot
Oh,
of
for
the
real,
stuff-
my mom's an evangelist. Respect, bro. Yeah, we know. We know
my
what
mom
time it is.
don't allow it,
Now
man.
Fam,
we're
I
doing it.
was alright with him waking up from the dead wearing the grey, the tombstone thing and that, but when he started doing the whole ministry thing and hanging people and that, and I was like, myth.
Yeah, we're
man.
like, yeah, let's check out time.
Next match, Randy Orton.
Good match.
That's right.
I think that was a really good
Memorable
match.
moment.
Very
when he
good
reversed
match.
when he reversed the
choke slam.
yeah,
Oh
okay.
my
And I think that
good
just set
match.
the whole. Didn't that set the whole legend killer thing in motion?
No,
He was already a legend killer. He was already a legend killer. But the storyline behind that was very good. Even with the Survivor Series stuff, that all kind of happened.
see what
as
I
well.
mean? You see
That
what I
all
mean?
came together as well. When
From
Orton
this-
was the final survivor of that SmackDown versus Raw beef, Taker's come back. It kind of continued from there and went to WrestleMania.
The
So,
ladder matches
yeah.
were one of the best matches. But yeah, I proceed.
I think
Mark
the Triple
Henry.
H, I think the sorry to say,
Good
I think the
match.
Triple H match was better than the Orton match, by the way. Personally,
it's not memorable.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
I think so. I'm
I need
sorry.
to
That match,
rewatch
Which one? As in
Watch-
WrestleMania 17?
Yeah,
Watch that
WrestleMania
match.
17.
No, yeah, WrestleMania 17 is one of my favorite.
Do you think that was?
Is that the match? Was that
Do you think that was the
The
best
Street
match
Fighter one.
him and Triple H had though at
What was the main
WrestleMania?
That's one of the best
Maybe. But the only reason why I'd say the recent Triple H matches are better is because their legacies, how far they've become. Do you understand how far they've come? It's built into now another thing. But anyway,
Understood. Go ahead, proceed, my brother.
Mark Henry casket match.
Good match.
Good match.
good match.
Okay, cool.
For what it was, because obviously Mark Henry can't move that well.
So
And for
Taker
me,
had
I
to-
felt like at that time that was
Mark Henry was hot
Mark
them
Henry, one
times,
of Mark Henry's best matches before he started his whole Hall of Pain
Hall of
stuff.
Fame.
Yeah, and that was a good
That
run.
was his best run.
So for me, that Undertaker match was one of his best matches before he started that run.
100%.
Shout out to Mark Henry. Very underappreciated.
Batista.
Good match.
Great
Good
match.
match.
Great match. So he went
Great
for-
match.
I think
that really showed that Batista can go out as well.
I think
Serious.
Batista was going to win that match though.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
like
we
this.
all
For me, this is
I
where
felt-
this is where
this is
Undertaker
when-
went on a madness.
Yeah.
This run, these next few years, madness.
Madness, yeah.
Edge.
Mad.
Great
Hard.
Mad.
Great
Hard.
match. Great match.
Edge's greatest rival
I think was
was
spliffing these guys, at the height of these man's careers, fam.
Yeah, he was making them step up.
Yeah.
Mad.
No.
Edge was mad.
And a lot of these matches, I felt from bro. A lot of these matches, I felt for me was like, it could go.
yeah.
Batista, it could go. Edge, it could go. At this point, it was like, you know what?
Dire Straits type thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's over any moment.
Yeah, it
now.
could. Yeah.
You see what I like about The Undertaker is every wrestler he's touched at WrestleMania, their career all of a sudden skyrockets again.
Yeah.
Even though Edge was already big, it's like after that he was already doing bigger. And I personally feel like Edge's greatest rival wasn't John Cena, it was The Undertaker.
Me too. I agree.
Undertaker. From when he's one of the few wrestlers that can say The Undertaker was one of my rivals. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of wrestlers can really say that. And Edge.
I think Edge Undertaker was a great.
Amazing.
From SmackDown to WrestleMania, I thought it was dope. I was really
Trust
impressed
with
with
the
that match.
everything.
It
The
was
Guerrero
dope.
family and all
It was
that.
dope.
Yeah,
Who's next?
Shawn Michaels, part 1.
Come on now.
Part 1.
Come on
We
now.
don't even have to discuss that.
Best
one.
WrestleMania match of all time for me.
Number
Shawn
one.
Michaels.
I remember watching it. You know when you watch certain matches, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
alright.
You know when you watch certain
No, it's
matches
all-
and you
it's
say
different.
to yourself, you know you've just seen a classic, innit?
Yeah.
The
I-
game
I-
has
I
changed.
said that's better than Andre and Hogan. That's when I just said it. It's
I
better
was
than that
looking at it
moment.
like, yo, is
Yes.
this
Fam,
better than
the,
Savage?
bush, the,
Is this-
the Bushwhackers have better matches than Andre and Hogan's,
true.
man.
No,
What the fuck?
What I'm trying to say is,
Historic. Okay, I know. I've got you. I'll tag you. Yes, tag again. Historically, innit?
But you know what? I looked at it and I thought, is this better than Savage and Steamboat?
yes. Yes. Yes, it's better
I
than
prefer,
Savage
I prefer. You know what?
Yes.
It was too much. There was too much emotion. There was too much
much.
suspense.
It's
When
too
when
much.
Undertaker did the suicide dive and landed on his head, I said
Oh
the
yeah,
Undertaker's
I said
dead.
it's done. I said it's done.
Yeah, even at this point, it's still
with
the
the dark
greatest
and- with the
wrestling match
dark
I've
and
seen.
light. Do you know what I
Bruv,
mean? I
he
thought
is dead.
Undertaker was
And then when
over.
Shawn Michaels is in the ring shivering,
Yeah,
buying time, I said,
yeah.
look at a master at work, bruv.
Literally, this is the
A
greatest.
master.
A great
That's,
seller.
that's when I said,
He's
you
got a
know
great seller as well.
what? Shawn Michaels probably the greatest in-ring performer. That's when I said it.
He's
I said,
got to
fuck
be.
it.
He's Mr.
Him and
WrestleMania.
Him and AJ for me anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
1,000%.
Bruv, Undertaker landed on his head, you know, bruv.
Yeah, fully.
I thought he
fully.
was dead.
I didn't even know. I couldn't be.
I heard my grandma's voice. I heard my grandma's voice when we was watching Survivor Series 91. She said, "Look, pan on the Undertaker, I'm dead." So I heard he was like, dead. Listen, I thought it was a wrap. Great
Yeah.
match. I give that match 10 out of 5, bro.
Cool. Next match, the Streak versus Career match. Shawn
Mad
Michaels
again.
Mad. We don't even have to.
This is my problem.
Do you reckon it's better than the first
This is
one?
my
Do you
point.
reckon it was better than the first one they had?
Nah, I like the Streak match versus the Streak and the Career match.
Okay.
The second one was alright though.
The second one was great.
But I thought the
was
second one
great.
because it's like you're more. I was more invested because it's like, fam, how's it gonna work if Undertaker wins?
You're
obviously,
gone.
You're gone, and if you beat Undertaker, then Undertaker's lost.
Yeah,
the
it was a
streak.
very
So it's like,
bittersweet
shit,
kinda
I'm
like-
fam, what's gonna happen? What's
And
gonna
even
happen?
right at the end when Shawn slapped him in the face, they take us like, come on man, and give up now. Shawn's like, come on, finish me properly, bruv. And the two said it jumped and blind his head. Just to make sure
Shawn
it's over.
Shawn Michaels is a master storyteller.
Yeah, master.
I'm gonna confession. I never liked Shawn Michaels for years, bruv,
Swear.
because of what he did to Bret Hart. I never liked him.
fair enough.
I weren't rocking with him, right? But when that match he had with Undertaker at WrestleMania 25, I was at my Bridget's yard, innit? And I said to myself, "Nah, Chris, let it go. He's a Dan. He's a Dan. Let it go."
Nah, he's a Don Dabber. Like,
Yeah,
Don Dabber,
he's-
like, he is.
Nice.
Next match, Triple H, no holds barred.
Yep.
Hard.
I really like this.
Hard.
That's another match. That's another match. I
Very
could say
physical.
that I don't remember beginning, middle, and end.
You know,
I remember the end.
Huh? The beginning bit, they saw each other. It wasn't it was boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom at the ring straight away. That was the beginning. Like,
I need to-
I really like the ending when Undertaker he had to get wheeled out, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was mad.
And the song they played, it was quite interesting. Something about what was the song? It was really slow.
Wait, this is
Was it the
missing.
Johnny Cash one?
Yeah,
This is missing some matches, no? Oh no, I just clocked.
it was a really,
After the streak. Oh, sorry.
it was a really
No,
slow.
let's talk about. Actually, yeah, we can't even speak
Can't
about
speak about
matches.
that.
It was a
That's
really slow country type song, like "The Grave Will Never Hold Me Down."
Yeah,
Johnny Cash, yeah, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, and they wheeled him out. I thought the storytelling was crazy.
You know, the first time I heard it, I thought, what the fuck is this? But then I'm getting used to it now. I'm like, rah, you know what? It's actually hard.
One day we'll talk about WWE video package. They put some hard tunes.
Yeah.
What's that tune? The Memory Will Never Die with the Eddie Guerrero package. I
Oh
bought
my
the tune.
god,
you
that
know.
made me tick. That one,
Yeah, I bought the tune,
when he
bruv.
died.
I bought
Do you know what? There's one tune.
I bought the
I get some of
album.
my
I bought the
feelings.
album.
Nah,
One
this
tune
is
is
too much.
the one that they used for Edge's retirement.
Was it?
Already over and done. Till you're young.
I think you're
Fam, when I heard that, I was like, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. Fam.
Eddie Guerrero's one. I
shocked
bought the
like a
album.
baby.
It's by default.
Okay.
It's the only album I ever bought from them. But I bought that one. Come on.
Cool. When it became
I am
20,
sweating.
I will never
Jesus.
forget that one.
trust me,
Seriously.
Moved me.
when it became 20-0, Triple H again, Hell in a Soul.
That was crazy.
Shawn
Majestic.
Michaels,
That
and
match
that
was
was
serious.
Brilliant,
serious.
brilliant match.
Storytelling on that was sick.
That was the best
I
one.
think that was
Yeah,
like
facts. The
that
climax.
was yeah.
Isn't it funny? I felt like when they were both advertising for both of these matches. They never ever brought up the first match that they ever had.
Say that one more time.
I said, what's it? When they were first advertising for both of these matches, they never ever brought up the WrestleMania 17.
I do recall seeing some clips in the video packages though from the first match.
Probably.
But I kind of feel like, and possibly because there was such a gap between that match and the second match. I don't know, but I definitely
probably.
That third Hell in a Cell match was amazing. The storytelling, when I was watching it, I'm like, yo, like the planning and the thought that must have gone. And then on the flip side of things, it's like maybe it didn't even take much planning because these men are veterans of masters. You don't know, but like. It was it was deep, man. So much emotion, and then Undertaker came with the bar lead as well.
Yeah.
Undertaker moves mad with the hairdos, you know. Very underrated, you know. He had the bob.
When I saw it, I remember I was on Mandem. One of the Mandem screaming, "He's tapped."
He looked mad, bro. You know what's crazy?
He's gone nuts.
You know what's crazy is when he took the hood off, right?
Everyone, Twitter went off.
Yeah, he took the hood off, and I just looked at him like, for the first time in my life, I ain't scared of this guy. I ain't scared. I'll fight this brother.
When he, oh, do you know? When we get down to it,
I personally didn't like it when he cut his hair because that means they had to make it that the haircut he has in 2K in it.
Oh yeah, 2K.
I didn't like that.
Unless you want to buy the DLC and that.
But I understood the reason as to why in it because his mind he couldn't get over the fact that he could have lost.
But I do like that storyline. He cut his hair off like in protest because like me getting deep again back in like Bible days. Some man used to cut their hair off like when they get mad and vexed, bro. Look at Britney Spears, bro. She cut her hair off, bro.
Fully.
I loved it, but he didn't look scary to me. He looked human. I wanted to fight him.
And I feel like that's the beginning of him.
The decline.
Of him being just like.
This is CM Punk.
That match was mad.
Yeah,
that
match was hard.
I kind of like the way he bought the Paul. I like the way he bought the Paul Bearer stuff.
The height of people's careers, fam. Undertaker was going against these guys, fam.
I was kind of okay with him losing to CM Punk, you know.
No. I would not have been okay.
I was okay with it.
I wouldn't have been okay.
No?
CM Punk, you've not... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You don't think he paid dues?
Yeah, it's not... No, it's not good enough for... No, I'm sorry.
All right. I hear you.
Sorry, no offense, bro.
No, speak the thing, Mr. Controversial, innit?
I respect you, guy, but the way you left the company, it's not good enough for me. Sorry.
Really?
No.
That's a conversation for another day.
Sorry.
Listen, we need to go into...
Fam, he got Jinnles.
You cannot now say you have the right to defeat Undertaker. Oh, yes, he got Jinnles. Yes, we know he got Jinnles, but you were... let me not even get into it because now I feel like I'm going to get slaughtered.
No, don't worry. We're going to get CM Punk another day.
Mr. Controversial will come back again another day.
We'll do that next week. Last person, obviously, this don't even count as a streak, but Brock Lesnar. For me, match was sick. But I knew that this match wasn't going to end well from when Undertaker removed the hood, and he wasn't even bald this time. Man had a mohawk.
Yeah, the mohawk thing.
And everyone was like, wait, what? He has a mohawk. The dead man has a mohawk. He's got a barber.
Went to the barber.
He's got a barber downstairs. Like, you know what I mean? From
no, but the Undertaker was meant to have surgery that year, innit?
And he had a box beard, didn't it?
Yeah.
He had a box beard. Yeah.
That's when Undertaker stopped being like.
No,
I think that's the last time.
That's the last time I saw Undertaker. Brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's the last time I saw Undertaker being slim, and he started.
Yeah, man. I looked at Undertaker. I said, if this guy ever roll up on me, I'll punch him up.
And I think for us, obviously, we've just gone through all the matches and stuff, but. Out of that list,
I don't think that match was good. By the way, sorry.
Is that the one where he had the concussion in the middle of the match? That match was trash.
I thought the match was good. For what it was.
For what it was.
Nah.
For what it was.
You know why that match was good? Because it really showed.
Fam, I have never seen.
Lesnar is.
But my thing is, he was injured. The Undertaker was injured.
No, but that's not my point.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
There's been matches where Undertaker has been injured and he still walked out the winner. So that's why everyone was shocked.
I'm gonna be real with you, fam. Like,
but concussion.
That was the time I thought, okay, maybe this needs to wrap it up now. The Undertaker, I think for me, golden era, innit? He looked human, and I don't like that.
What do you mean from what? As in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't like that. I remember being on social media.
Compared to the golden era Taker.
And I'm seeing Undertaker playing golf wearing Crocs, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm
I did
just
like that as well.
This ain't it.
Undertaker was at Nando's.
This ain't it. Ordering the mango on the line. This ain't it. This ain't it, bro.
You see your Taker, that was because that was at a point of his time where he was basically old. He was older now. He was winding down his career because you need to deep it. After that WrestleMania match, like his athletic ability, it declined.
And he was in hospital every single time he was wrestling at WrestleMania.
So I would say that was a perfect time for the streak to end. Brock Lesnar was a perfect opponent, and obviously just from that match alone.
But you know what's deep though is when the referee counted 1, 2, 3. I remember sitting there like,
You're
I
waiting.
was so
Yeah, I couldn't
baffled.
believe
Waiting.
it.
And that's
I
what I'm
couldn't believe
saying.
it.
It's one
I
of
think
the
I was even
best.
chatting to you when it happened
Yeah,
as well.
because
Like,
I said it on social media because Arsenal lost that day. I said if Arsenal lose and Taker lose,
Oh, was Arsenal against Birmingham that day?
Yeah, they lost, fam.
No, it wasn't that.
Arsenal lost, but they lost to someone that day.
Yeah, lost to
I
someone,
remember
yeah.
I said I'll remove myself from social media. I didn't do it. I'm half-hearted.
But to be honest, yeah.
It was mad. It was mad.
honest,
I remember that. I actually thought it was a mistake. I'm like, did that just happen?
one girl was crying on my Snapchat.
Yeah, I had,
Really? For the streak ending?
Yeah.
I had to shed a
Hey,
tear.
in terms
I had to shed a
of
tear.
life-changing moments, yeah,
That's up there.
that changed my life.
I would tell people. I tell my
I can't
children.
lie,
I tell my
fam,
children.
because like even the if you watch it back now, the response from the audience live,
Silence.
Legendary.
and you
Legendary.
you just heard dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun. It was like,
He didn't play
what's
yet.
funny?
It took time for his music to say it. He didn't play.
Even a
All you see is Paul Heyman saying,
but when it did play,
But the
when
thing is,
it did play,
it's funny. Even the man who was playing the tape was like,
when it did play,
It
it
never
was
banged the same though, did it?
yeah, it was just bare with. It was like in default. It was like, wait, did I actually just see this happening?
The
Fam?
bell didn't ring. The bell didn't ring.
my thing is, I didn't mind. I mean, I did mind, but at the same time, like you guys said, Brock Lesnar was the perfect person to take the streak. I just felt at that point, Undertaker should have just retired.
But what's crazy is that even as you know, we're wrestling fans who are like well aware of what goes into it, but even that our disbelief at that time was suspended. Like, yo, did we actually just?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Just see that.
I thought that would never end.
And from what I could remember, Undertaker wanted it to end from a long time. I think
Yeah,
he
he
wanted
wanted-
Randy Orton to end it. He wanted Kurt
Yeah, he
Angle
wanted the
to
young
end it.
young guy to end it. Yeah. But that's my
The
question
match
here.
the match wasn't very good though, and that's what kind of
I
made
think,
me. I felt he
like,
should have gone out
but you
stronger.
know
For
what?
me, for how it went, for how the match panned out. This is my problem with it. This is my whole thing. Is I thought that was a memorable match for me, fam. Out of that
because
whole
of the
list.
result.
100%.
Yeah.
Is it-
Because of
and
the
is
result,
it-
not because of the match.
Which
Because
was
of
the
the
one where
result
he put the hat down in the middle?
against Roman Reigns.
Let's not even talk about that match. Man. It didn't make sense.
the match
we
against-
can't go for that. It's not a
The
street.
match against Brock Lesnar was memorable because of the result, not because of the match itself.
I agree with
He
you.
was concussed. He had the concussion, so for him, it's like Brock Lesnar's having to carry him this whole match.
Yeah.
But that's the sad thing about, because it's like we've seen Undertaker, like we've seen matches where bare wrestlers get injured, but they still walk as the winner. So that's the thing that's been played in our whole mind the whole time. We're watching this match, we're like, okay, cool, Undertaker's got a concussion. He could.
No, we didn't know he had a
win.
concussion at the time.
I mean, as in, like,
but also,
like, even regardless, even if we didn't, like, even if we did see the injury, we'd be like, oh, Undertaker's injured,
remember
but
he's
still.
older.
and it's evident that this guy is not all there.
I knew that year that Taker was having surgery, so I knew that it was going to be a break. I didn't know he would lose the streak like that. That really threw me off.
Yeah.
That really.
It's
fucking
definitely,
threw me
I
off.
think, life changing. Like, you know, when you grow up, people say, "Oh, where were you when this happened?"
Michael
It'd
Jackson.
it'd be one of them. Like, where were you, when Daddy? Where were you when Undertaker lost the streak? I said, I was in the house. I was watching it. You ain't even around.
You see the streak, it had to end eventually.
Yeah.
It had to.
Not like that.
You know what
I
I
would've
thought?
been
I
happy
thought
if
he
he
would have
kept the
taken it with him.
Yeah,
I would
he shouldn't
not
have
have been
lost
happy
it.
with that.
But you know, I would have
lost
loved.
it,
This
man.
is what I would have loved. Like, if he was gonna end it, I think anyone who should have ended it outside of Brock Lesnar, me personally, and bear with me, it should have been Kane. And I reckon they should have retired together.
That makes
Oh, the match done enough to sit.
Match done, ring catch fire, and both of them just bun up, and you never see them again.
And that will end a 10-year.
Oh, so you,
10, 15
you wouldn't want,
storyline.
because a lot of people was like, oh yeah, he should have lost it to Bray Wyatt, so you wouldn't have won.
I like Bray Wyatt too.
Bray Wyatt, I would have been
should have.
interesting.
I'd have been okay
that would
with
have
that.
been very controversial.
I was invested in that one.
That would have been
Because
very
to me, he
Wait, do you
controversial.
disagree?
No, I said okay.
Now Bray Wyatt was my brother, but I'm saying if it was me, I said you two, Kane, Undertaker, in the ring, you're gonna tombstone each other like 10 times. Ring gonna catch fire, bun up. I don't want to see
but
none of you on social media. None of that. You
And
lot are dead.
my thing is this though. I really thought that Undertaker should have just walked out of it, just left as the legend as he is, and just done. No one
There
touches that.
had to be a climb.
Like, no one touches that. So like in every like what? So like he leaves, and after there should be like some sort of thing where someone else does another thing where they have like a SummerSlam streak or something like that. Like that's his thing. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing should
Yeah,
ever
but nothing
compare.
will catch that.
Nothing-
And you
nothing
know what
will
the
ever
beauty
compare.
of the streak was? Is
Because
that
it
they
came from
didn't.
nothing.
They never planned it, bro. It's like
Came
one day
from
they
nothing.
woke up and said, "Yo,
This guy's won.
there's a thing here."
That's what I'm saying. The best thing that came out of nothing to something.
Yeah.
That's the best thing WWE could have
Yeah.
done.
Him and Kane should have went out. That would have been ill if they went out together.
You know what I think would have been a good alternative if he had, because he used to wrestle every single year. If there was just a period where he didn't wrestle for like a good 3-4
He
years.
did. He missed that one WrestleMania though.
He missed a few.
WrestleMania. What WrestleMania is
He's
it?
missed 3 WrestleManias.
WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 2000. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he missed.
WrestleMania 10 was WrestleMania 10. No, I can't remember. There was one WrestleMania he wasn't there.
WrestleMania 2000, he definitely.
After WrestleMania 9, I'm sure he wasn't on that.
That's WrestleMania 10.
WrestleMania 10. Sorry,
He
he wasn't on that.
missed
He
out
wasn't
I
on
don't
that.
think he was
Missed
there.
out
on
three.
Huh?
He missed out 3 WrestleManias. But I feel like if they let him miss out a couple more, just so like the streak is still fresh to us, it would have been better. Because I mean, obviously,
Also, he missed out a couple more, then lost the streak.
and then lost the streak.
That would have made sense.
Alright,
Undertaker's
you
a
see how it ended with AJ Styles. I liked that ending because that was a perfect ending. But if that ended with him having the streak,
But my problem is this though. I thought like if Undertaker and AJ Styles really had a match at WrestleMania,
It would have been mad.
you would have enjoyed it. It would've been mad.
You know, because you see the thing with AJ Styles. You got to remember AJ Styles.
That would almost be a Shawn Michaels match. No, I'm being real.
But
That would almost be a Shawn
But
Michaels match. I'm being very real.
remember who AJ Styles is, you know.
No. Don't get me wrong. I know AJ Styles, but bro, let's be honest here. Undertaker and AJ Styles. Undertaker
At
right
their
now.
peak. At their peak.
At their
My
peak.
thing, my thing is, when was the last time Undertaker and Goldberg had a match? I mean, if we could
Undertaker and Goldberg never had a match.
No, not Goldberg. I mean Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
They had a match where Undertaker low blowed him.
No mercy.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker was laughing.
Oh, the
Yeah,
SummerSlam
you see,
one.
even
What,
that-
the SummerSlam one. The SummerSlam
Was
one.
it no mercy? Was it no mercy?
No,
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 this was like
SummerSlam.
2 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Even Undertaker versus Shane McMahon, like that was a decent match.
Hard,
you know what
hard
I'm saying?
match.
I can see Undertaker. Like the thing is with AJ Styles. AJ Styles is like a chameleon. He can work with anyone. He can adapt to anything. AJ Styles is like Shawn Michaels, basically.
That's what I'm trying to
Adapt
tell you,
to
Shawn
any type
Michaels.
of style. Look at what Shawn Michaels done with Hulk Hogan. As much as it was a piss take.
I know, but it was.
That was an absolute piss take, but I mean it worked. You get what I'm saying? I
You
feel
know,
like
if you think about Shawn Michaels, guys, he's lucky to be here.
He's a petty
I would have punched him up. You know, like, I swear I would have punched
fam,
him.
you can see on Hulk Hogan's face that whole match, like he was not happy with it whatsoever.
Shawn Michaels, I don't reckon could ever win a fist fight, but I rate him. I rate him. Can't win no fist fight.
I mean, I don't know how great it would be, but I mean, it would be something to watch. AJ Styles versus Undertaker in a normal match. I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Wait a minute, sorry, you are mocking it big time.
You mean?
Both of you.
Oh, well, go on, talk to me.
Sorry. Undertaker at his peak. And AJ
We're not
Styles-
talking about his peak.
Not his peak.
We're not talking about his peak.
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
now.
Okay, it won't be a
Jesus.
Yeah, no, you know what though? You know what though? Like, imagine if Undertaker, you know, when he had the match with Shawn Michaels, and this is what upsets me, you know, AJ Styles.
I wish he came earlier.
Yes.
I wish he came earlier.
And JPW AJ.
Unbelievable.
And now, you know, controversially, I know we're moving on. This is the watered down AJ we're getting, you know.
100%.
100%.
I said
You know,
this before
he's
the podcast.
adapted. He's adapted his thing.
He
Innit?
had to.
Yeah,
You know,
100%, yeah.
AJ Styles ain't done no Fosbury flop. He ain't done none of that. He ain't done none of that.
None of that.
Christopher Daniels ain't there. Bring Christopher Daniels in for a week.
Even the DDT, the Musso, he had to die it down. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of just go.
And people tell me I'm high chest and like, yeah, this is AJ Styles, he's great. And I'm like, you never saw him in
You never saw AJ
TNA.
Styles in TNA, bro. And that's why I've said it. That's why I put AJ Styles in my top 10.
He's in my top 5.
This is a great segue.
No, he's in my top
You know,
5.
I would like to get onto X Division right now, yeah. But
Oh, we ain't even done that yet. Good segue. Good segue.
Is everyone like very well clued up on X Division?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
What your argument last week
I'm
was?
very well clued up.
Your argument last week was that the cruiserweight division was that X Division wasn't as good as WWE's cruiserweight division.
and that was I don't agree with that.
You said that?
Or did I say the
I don't agree
opposite?
with that.
No, you said
that.
You said that.
Oh no, but I only said that because that
I'm gonna-
the confusion of the division in terms of I felt like it was more of a cruiserweight division.
It was a
X
cruiserweight
but then
division,
you
but
had
I didn't-
Samoa Joe who's 300 pounds.
But that's what I love about it.
Did it make
because
sense
the
for me?
wrestling style was cruiserweight. It wasn't. I don't want to
Okay,
sound
wait,
corny.
but-
It was
but in
about.
terms of the
match.
matches,
Yes, go around and ask.
The only thing with the X Division matches that I didn't understand is just the weights.
Start with you, bro. Was X Division good?
Of course, it was good.
Sorry. The X Division was hard. That was my introduction to TNA.
Me too.
The X Division was TNA. If there was no X Division in TNA, then there's no TNA. You feel me? So TNA was built around the X Division. I think it was super hard.
I loved X Division. It's the reason why I fell in love with wrestling for the second time.
Yeah, big facts.
I think X Division was sick. Forget what I said last time. Said it off camera as well. I had to basically revise and go back and watch a few matches for me to deep. Oh shit, it's actually sick. And also thought that a lot of the matches, a lot of the match quality and the way they manoeuvred around the ring was very ahead of their time. Like if you watch an X Division match right now and you watch a TNA or you watch X Division match right now, and you watch a WWE match or an NXT match or AEW match or a match in New Japan or something like that, you'll be like, okay, cool. Did this happen yesterday? Do you know what I mean? It feels current still. The way they maneuver around the ring still feels current. The way they flop, the way they sell stuff still feels current.
Amazing.
Like the neat feels current. Do you know what I mean?
Like doing madnesses.
I'm with that, fam. Like, it was good. What about you?
This is going to be controversial.
Yeah.
I think that the X Division is top 3 best things to come out of the 2000s.
I'm with it.
100%.
I'm with it, bro. That's not controversial, bro.
Just in case people come and flop me.
You know,
Deep what TNA done to us. It made us watch Challenge TV and an unknown channel that we didn't even know that we had.
And you know what's crazy? I didn't know I had it. I stumbled on it one day.
I'm seeing TNA Impact. I'm like, what? Wrestling?
I didn't even know what TNA was. I saw wrestling in it. I saw wrestling channel. I was like, when did we buy this? Like, when did we get this in my channel? Clicking it, and I saw TNA, and I was like,
Me, I was on Dave. I see TNA Impact.
Oh, you saw it on Dave? You didn't see it on the wrestling channel?
No, I didn't.
I was on Challenge TV, brother.
No, don't get it twisted. I had the wrestling channel, so I was watching all Noah, World of Sport, all of that shit.
You know about World of Sport?
Come on, Big Daddy, legends. Let's not even get there. Let's not even go there.
Giant haystacks.
I was about to say giant haystacks. Let's not even go there. But yeah, man, I was watching it on Dave, and like I said, I just came upon it. TNA wrestling. I'm seeing guys like Kazarian. I'm seeing guys like
Michael Shane, Low Key,
Amazing Red.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw. What did I see a man do? I saw Jerry Lynn. This is what I told you. See Jerry Lynn, yeah.
Petey Williams.
Jerry Lynn did a power driver off the ladder, you know.
Yeah.
The finish.
And then man, they're still walking around now, you know.
The triple threat X Division match here with AJ Styles.
One of the greatest,
Christopher Daniels.
greatest triple threat matches
No,
of all time.
was Chris Daniels one?
No, it was. You're talking about the one early on when it was in the asylum.
The one it finished with AJ Styles jumping from the top rope and he grabbed the title and he ran out. He fell
that's one. Okay.
That was Ultimate X match. You know what? I feel so fortunate. I've seen an Ultimate X match live. TNA Maximum Impact at Wembley.
Oh man.
I've forgotten who was. I know AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels was in it, and I'm like, bruv, seeing it on TV is mad, but seeing it live, when you see that man, they're scaling the thing, you're like, please don't die. I saw it live. Very fortunate.
Them men are crazy.
And Devon Dudley gave me a spud.
Mad. That X Division was something. AJ Styles.
What I love is, like, for me, I think the cruiserweight obviously was limited in terms of your weight.
Yeah.
But what I loved about the X Division is that, okay, you might be a bit heavier, but if you move like that, you can come through. And I think it made for some really interesting. Like, Samoa Joe is not a cruiserweight, but he moves like one.
Am I fair to say that X Division was a blueprint for a lot of these NXT?
TNA. I wouldn't even say NXT for wrestling in general. I feel like
for a whole new era, that X Division really introduced like the dynamics and the wrestling styles of how things went. Yeah, it really influenced a lot.
You know what?
I just want to like.
You know what? I think without.
Yes.
This is another controversial thing. TNA.
I know what you're gonna say.
All the Mandem who bust in wrestling in the last 10, 15 years, TNA had them first.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Do you know what's mad?
Even
I do not stumble.
they had the Young Bucks.
Let me tell you something.
Hiroshi
TNA had everyone. Dean Ambrose was there.
but
Seth was there.
Let's go back.
Nick Aldis made an appearance there.
Brutus Magnus.
Everyone.
What the hell's happening there? We also have to. We also have to big up. Sorry, let me just hold it. We also have to big up Ring of Honor, fam.
Of course.
Of course. Ring of Honor old matches, bro.
Of course.
I didn't even know Shinsuke was on there.
Shinsuke was on there.
I didn't know Shinsuke fought Kevin Owens on there.
Shinsuke come to TNA Impact as well.
Yeah, man. Salute Nigel McGuinness, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the match with him and Did you see the match with him and Daniel Bryan when they was in Liverpool, bro?
I didn't see that.
Like 200 man. The man was headbutting the ring post and all.
Fucking hell.
Like goom.
You Daniel Bryan.
Nigel McGuinness. Goom.
Yeah, he was serious.
X Division was crazy, man. Like that triple threat match they have.
That triple threat I saw, it was on a normal Impact.
It was Unbreakable.
It was Unbreakable. I think it was AJ, Christopher, and Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
For me, it's the best triple
Unbreakable
threat match
2000.
I've ever seen in my life.
The best of the best.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, bro, is this real?
There was some really good matches. Chris Sabin.
Yes.
As well.
Chris Sabin is someone I don't think is
Alex Shelley.
spoken about.
Alex Shelley's very good, but I feel like his running in the X Division wasn't great until he joined the Motor City Machine Guns. Because remember at the time he was teamed up with Kevin Nash
They had the paparazzi entertainment, whatever they're called. So his initial run in the X Division wasn't great. He went back to Ring of Honor, came back. They done the Motor City Machine Guns.
One of the best tag teams.
For me,
I've said this anyway. One of the best tag teams of all time, Motor Machine Guns. Serious.
For me, they're the most. For me, I feel like in the last 10 years, they're the most more than that, 10, 15 years, they're the most influential tag team.
Without them, like, young Bucks come from that tree.
After the Hardy Boys, literally, it's them.
Also, I can't forget Jay Lethal, what he did in the X Division, Sanjay Dutt. No, it was.
Was One the Truth Killings in?
He was in Killing, but it wasn't X Division.
It wasn't S Division, no.
He was like Shamrock in them days.
Wait, hold on. There's actually someone we're missing from the X Division. You might be surprised.
Suicide.
Xavier Woods.
Consequences Creed.
But the problem is, my thing is this: when I stopped watching TNA, then I stopped watching wrestling in general them times. So I didn't know that Xavier Woods like featured in TNA.
He was there.
And was he a Ring of Honor as well?
I felt like he was a sideman in TNA.
Was he a Ring of Honor as well?
He was, but he was.
I don't remember.
He was a sideman, but he was good. He was in a lot of these international tournaments that they had in the X Division when people from New Japan and other organisations
and you
around the
see,
world
even that you got to give TNA credit for. Like, they brought people in.
WWE was doing that time ago as well.
Yeah, I understand that.
No, but I feel like WWE was doing it to
TNA were proud of their. Sorry, can I say it? TNA were very proud of their representatives saying that they came from New Japan. WWE
By the same time, TNA brought in people from New Japan and then would also bury them. And
yes.
You know what I'm saying? You would bring in your new... You bring in your IWGP champion, but you'll have them on Explosion. And
I swear that's what started when Okada left.
And when Okada left and they gave him one Bruce Lee Green Hornet gimmick, they were like, you know what, we're fucking up this tie, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, and they fumbled because as soon as Okada went back, maybe like 2 months later,
he went mad.
It became the Rainmaker, and he was the biggest star in Japan.
I was gonna say, obviously WWE have been doing that from time ago. So there was one Royal Rumble, I can't remember. I can't put my finger on it, but
and they had all the Mexicans.
In it.
But
I mean, Triple A.
Yeah, they had Triple A. They had a partnership, but at the same time,
Neil Mascaras was there.
But at the same time, they're bringing these men in for numbers. It's not really like a talent kind of thing. Like they brought a lot of these Mexican wrestlers for the cruiserweight division, the light heavyweight division at the time.
S.A. Rios and them.
S.A. Rios and super crazy, all of these man. But at the same time, you didn't really do much with them. You've now put the championship on, what's his name, Taka Michinoku, who at the time was probably the best light heavyweight champion and one of the best wrestlers in the company, full stop. But then the light heavyweight division was just thin.
What I really appreciate what TNA done, you got to remember, like, I had stopped watching wrestling and I discovered this. The fact they made the whole wrestling world look a lot bigger. Like they were like, this person come from NJPW. And then I'm watching the TNA and I'm like, okay, there's NJPW.
There's more stuff too.
There's alternatives.
Yes.
And I'm looking at certain wrestlers. I'm thinking, oh shit, I've seen you from this person. Right. And the commentators are now saying like, yeah, this person you wrestled this year.
With WWE, it's like we just pluck these men from nowhere and they're here now.
And you just change their name and you know what I'm saying. Like I remember when I was younger, I used to see people that I've seen in other wrestling. In my mind, I'm thinking, this guy looks mad familiar, but because he hasn't got the same name, I don't know who he is. And then I now find out.
Did you have that whole thing about when back in the day you used to watch on the wrestling channel? Did you watch wrestling? You guys watch?
I watched wrestling channel.
The wrestling channel. They always had the time.
Is it for channel 321 or something like that?
I think it was one of them.
CZW 427.
It was next to Eurosports and that, man.
Yeah.
So I remember back in the day I used to watch TNA, and after. I watched TNA, and after on certain parts of TNA, you'll see AJ Styles in TNA, but then you'll see him in Ring of Honor. And after, you'd be like, wait, what the hell? And that time then, I wasn't even internet savvy, so I didn't even know what was happening. So
I remember,
I thought he was I thought TNA was like a spin-off from, you know what I mean?
You would smart though.
You would think that. You would think that.
Though, and I loved it.
And I kind of educated myself from doing it.
Talking about TNA, man, I loved Abyss. I loved watching him.
Abyss was sick. I wanted him and Kane. I wanted him and Kane.
I don't know why I wanted him and Taker to have a confrontation.
Where is he now?
He's a producer for WWE.
Yeah,
so he stopped wrestling.
Yeah, he stopped wrestling. He was recently on TV with AJ Styles like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, literally backstage.
Abyss was like the matches he had with AJ, Lockdown 2005.
Oh my god, even a match with Kurt Angle. Fucking hell, bro.
When he caught fire.
Yeah.
There's a match with him and Sabuya when the man were cutting themselves.
The barbed wire match.
That match was disgusting.
Serious, man.
Even Abyss versus Raven.
That was cold. That was very cold.
That match was disgusting.
But I love the X Division. You guys are actually gonna make me go and watch some X Division matches.
Yeah.
Who were some X Division wrestlers that you felt like were very underrated?
Sanjay Dutt.
Loki.
Loki's one of my favorites. For me, I was watching a lot of his videos the other day. Was Kid Cash. I felt like Kid Cash.
Yeah.
Kid Cash
And Michael Shane.
Cash was cold.
Michael Shane. Michael Shane,
Shane.
very
I went
underrated.
to go watch
Very,
some
very
of Kid Cash's
underrated.
stuff in WWE when he joined them again.
Oh, yeah.
Cruiserweight title run. I was thinking, fam, this guy was sick, and he could have easily become like moved from the cruiserweight to be a
It was on
mid-card.
SmackDown, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I think is just underrated, and I feel a way that he never got a run in WWE is Christopher Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't
But
care where
he was there.
But he was too old.
Yeah, I
He
don't-
even said he was too old to join
But
WWE.
I don't care where AJ Styles goes in life. I just hope when they tell his story, his greatest rival was Christopher Daniels.
That was it.
Like they've named each other, they've named the kids after each
Kids
other.
after
I think the Christopher Daniels and TNA was proper. So even the whole gimmick,
The Fallen Angel,
Fallen Angel.
he was sick, bro.
Serious, bro.
Even with him and Samoa Joe,
He had a feet. He did something like that
any
anyway.
sort of fam, I feel like
Samoa Joe was walking around with the towel and they had Christopher
Yeah,
Daniels'
yeah,
blood on
yeah,
it. Samoa Joe was a
Samoa Joe's a
madman.
madman,
Joe was
fam.
on
He was on crud, fam.
That's
Yeah.
why when he stood up to Lesnar, I said, yeah, this is what I need, man.
Yeah.
And you know the thing is
And
like
he didn't
Samoa
get
Joe, he's standing up to Brock Lesnar and like in real life he ain't scared of that, brother.
Yeah, scared of him.
In real life, he ain't scared of him.
Yeah, scared of him. No,
Scared of him,
he ain't
fam.
scared of him.
Fam, hey, I can't lie.
Is Samoa Joe done?
No.
No, he's still got time.
He's injury prone though. He's injury prone. He's injury prone right now though. He's a very injury prone at this stage of his career. He is very injury prone.
It's a shame though because you feel like his prime years performing for small. You see, WWE should have grabbed these man up long time.
Yeah, time ago.
with
But
regards
I think it's more time these lot do want to leave, innit? But
Yeah.
are leaving.
It's about the art in it for them, innit? It's almost like if Def Jam come, but now I'm on this independent label that let me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
With
That's
regards to Joe, he's still got plenty of time. Once he comes back, he needs to dominate. I want to see a world title on
Yeah,
Samoa
put the
Joe.
belt on him.
We need it now. Like he was killing it in NXT. He proved in NXT that he's still up there. When he comes back to the main roster, I mean, when he comes back from injury, they need to put a world title in him. We need at least one run. In TNA, he only needed one run with the world title. And that was when he had Taz as his manager.
You know what's crazy? You remember when you talk about Samoa Joe? You remember when Kurt Angle popped up in TNA and went straight for the Samoa Joe smoke?
Do you know headbutt? That's come on, you wankers.
Perk Angle was something else.
Bro,
Angle was something else.
I never forget when I saw the promo and they said Kurt Angle's coming to TNA. I said,
wait, what?
I said, raw.
Yeah.
I said, then he went straight for Samoa Joe smoke. You remember Samoa Joe was undefeated at the time.
Yeah, I remember the undefeated. Yes, yeah.
And he beat him, and then the match was good. Then they had another match that was better than that
They
one.
had sick matches, man.
Remember, they had a match for the...
And the promos were hard as well.
Bro, you see Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, they had a match for all the titles.
All the titles, yeah.
Yes.
All the titles, including the IWGP.
WGP.
All of them. Tell me what wrestlers have had a match for all the titles in the company.
I mean, Bobby
Samoa-
Lashley's done that as well.
Who?
Bobby Lashley done that a few.
Bobby? Oh, I remember that.
Yo, it's Anafi here, and you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem. Blah blah blah.
I remember
Samoa Joe was moving mad.
Yeah, no.
He was moving mad.
Yeah,
And what I
Joe
liked
was
about him,
something
he looked like Mandem. Like, he wasn't muscled off.
Yeah.
He just looked like he come out in his little shorts and boots and said, what?
Early Kurt Angle, rookie Kurt Angle compared to like the Kurt Angle after. Yeah.
And the maddest thing is,
Complete different people. Completely different people.
and the maddest thing is, if you actually deep it, he was only like 6-7 years into his career at that point, and he was already one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Joe
Kurt Angle.
Angle.
Angle was a legend.
Kurt Angle understood wrestling to the point he understood it before he got in it.
Emotion. Do you know one thing I liked about Kurt Angle back in the day is that emotionally, the emotion he brings to the ring as well. When the referee like taps, like obviously the referee like does like a wrong pin, he starts to cry.
He's like, come on.
He's like, come on, like he feels
man.
it. Even when he
Yeah,
lost,
does,
even when he
man.
loses, bro, he like there's like that.
He moans like a
he
little
moans.
baby.
I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he
Do you
goes
know what I mean?
mad,
Someone's just
yeah.
laying on the ring, it's like, damn man. We don't want to see no damn.
It's
see the facial
the
expression.
competitive spirit in him,
Yeah,
innit?
bro, I like that, fam. It's sick.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's. I met him.
Oh yeah.
Solid brother.
Where in London?
Skillet took me out to
A big up Skillet every single
Big
time.
up Skillet.
Hi, this is the Superior Cypriot Theodoros, and you are listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast.
Yeah, man. So Mandem, that was. Did you think it was that good this week? Obviously, I think the majority of us agreed that Undertaker's streak wasn't that good. Can we say? I mean, it was.
This guy's a switch up match. Wait. How can you switch it like that?
Let me go back. I think we agreed.
That feels
that
like a
It was
Jedi
the
mind
greatest thing. I've said it
let
enough
me
here.
say. Okay, the beginning, right?
No, I've told you
Okay,
this.
okay. Let me wrap it up properly then. I feel like the majority of us agreed, minus me, agreed that the Undertaker streak was good.
Yeah.
I only thought that the beginning matches weren't that good.
It's
That's
good.
my
It's
that's my thing, innit?
I'm with you though on that point.
Cool.
I'm with you.
We also, I think all of us also agreed that X Division was sick.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I think it was a blueprint for a lot of these wrestling companies right now. Guys, let us know what you want to discuss, what you want us to discuss next week. We probably discuss. What should we go on next week? What should we
My phone go back to this again.
Fucking hell, man.
Tap the screen. Tap it. No, lock it.
I'll do it after. Let's do this.
Let's see Boss
What's
Man
it?
tomorrow,
What
innit?
we discuss next week? What you think next week?
I wanted to talk a bit about the Sasha and Bailey, but I guess that's it's kind of just been.
I was
diminished now,
gonna
innit?
say
Bailey. Oh yeah, by the way, for people that don't know, Bailey turned on Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I saw that.
So now it's just a bit like, yeah.
I was gonna say Mankind, the whole three faces of Mick Foley was actually that good.
I would definitely tune into that.
Okay.
That one. Okay.
And also another topic as well I want to discuss is
I got a topic I'd like to share with you guys to discuss at some point.
I wanted to do.
I'm a big Foley fan, so yeah, they use like that.
I was actually gonna do Goldberg and WCW, fam.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah,
good?
was it actually that good? As people make it out.
The guy took up Bret Hart, man.
But
Yeah, but that's why I can't rock with him, innit?
We'll get on that. So
What was the topic you wanted us to?
At some point, talk about wrestling anti-heroes. When did we start cheering for the bad guy and when did it become cool?
do you know what's weird? Yeah.
I think deep like that. I'm sorry.
Triple H was the first
That's a good thing. Do you know what's
anti-hero.
good? Do you know what's
I
weird?
think it's Steve
I
Austin.
feel like slyly from young.
I think it was Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I think Hulk Hogan was the first
Yeah.
anti-hero people started to cheer for.
Yeah.
With
No, I mean,
NWO.
it started to boo. I think Steve Austin come before that.
Started to boo.
No, hold on.
Boo.
Yeah, so when did
started
it become cool to be the bad guy in wrestling? Because it wasn't always like that.
Triple
Hogan.
H.
But wasn't Hulk Hogan, that was Bash at the
Ted
Beach?
DiBiase though.
July
Ted
96.
DiBiase though. Ted DiBiase.
We booed him though.
But
We were
booed
kids,
him,
we
yeah,
booed
we
him.
did.
I know, but people liked him though. People liked him. Really.
I don't think people liked
Okay,
him.
I'm being.
Ted DiBiase was
Ted
he was
DiBiase
like
was very
because he had
good.
money and he would show it.
Yeah, Ted DiBiase
I'm
was
gonna
very
say it was
hated.
Steve Austin, and the reason why I say Steve Austin, remember Steve Austin? I'm gonna say
But
96 King of the Ring.
wait.
Possibly.
Was Undertaker? Let's deep it. Was Undertaker heel or face when he first came to WWE?
He was a
I
heel.
don't know myself, bro.
But people were booing. People booed him, but they still liked him.
Yes.
That's mad.
But he became a face when he turned. You remember when Jake Roberts was hiding behind the curtain and he was gonna smash
Yeah, that's when he
Randy
turned
Savage
face.
and he held the chair.
Yeah.
That's when he had the face. He turned
the
face
face,
because
yeah.
people liked him.
Before WrestleMania 8, right? Was that before WrestleMania 8?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
That was the lead up to
When they come with
WrestleMania.
a snake and that.
But yeah, I was thinking the other day, was Steve Austin the first
It's either Steve Austin or
Undertaker.
For
me.
or
Or
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan?
Hogan, yeah.
I thought first people. I think Undertaker. I say Undertaker. For me, it's Undertaker.
Because Hulk Hogan turned. Yeah, but the thing is, Hulk Hogan turned heel.
Yeah.
Steve Austin was still a heel.
Heel, that's what I'm
But people
saying.
cheered him for being a heel.
Yeah. Chris Jericho.
No, it's definitely before.
I think for me, Undertaker's Stone Cold for me.
I'm gonna run with Steve Austin.
Taker,
you know?
I'd say,
Undertaker,
actually,
yeah,
to an
Undertaker,
extent.
yeah.
Taker, I could understand that. Because Undertaker's mystique was evil, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bad
saying.
mind, he was bad
Instinctively,
mind.
instinctively,
And
you're
he look.
thinking,
Yeah.
oh wow, this
He's
is not.
You're not meant to cheer that stuff on, bro. You're not meant to cheer that stuff on. It's a taboo.
Yeah, I like that word still. It's a
It's a
taboo.
taboo.
I really think Triple H was really like, and for me anyway, Triple H.
But my thing is, when I look at the
cool,
word like
fam.
anti-hero, I look at someone that's like cool.
Triple H was cool.
I don't
A
look
cool
at
bad guy.
I don't look at Undertaker as like a cool bad guy. Like he was a bad guy, and I enjoyed him.
So
But
stuff-
wait, a badass
was cool.
Undertaker was a cool bad guy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was anti-hero.
But
then.
I'm thinking, for me, I think Steve Austin was when for a personal thing, it's like when I was young, innit, I used to watch Karate Kid.
Yeah.
I cheer for Daniel LaRusso, innit, because you're the good guy. Now I'm older and I'm watching Cobra Kai. I'm like,
Kai,
Daniel LaRusso is an idiot boy. He's an idiot boy. I'm cheering for Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, when did it become cool for us as wrestling guys to cheer for the bad guy?
Yeah.
Something happened.
Something did rig.
The whole business changed because
I
of
feel
it.
like Triple H was the first guy to do that. I really do feel
But
like
Steve,
it.
Steve Austin did it like
Steve Austin
we
done it
started
way
cheering
before.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Even the whole promo they cut.
You know what?
Yeah.
You even remember Survivor Series 96, Sid Vicious versus Shawn Michaels.
Right.
Yeah.
Sid Vicious was the heel. When he hit Shawn Michaels, the camera, they started cheering.
No. Even fam, when his entrance, bro. How people
He's
went
like
mad.
spudding, man.
Fam, people were going mad for Sid Vicious, fam.
Do you remember it got edited out at the 92 Royal Rumble? At the 92 Royal Rumble, when he eliminated, did he eliminate Hulk Hogan? One of them.
Hulk Hogan.
And the crowd was cheering and they edited it out to
I
sound
think
like
it was
boos.
Yeah, Sid Vicious. Yeah, Sid Vicious.
It might have been him.
Yeah, Sid Vicious. Yeah.
Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, talking through his teeth.
Yeah,
Are you
Psycho
mad?
Sid.
Man said I'm the king and
Maybe
ruler of the
Diesel.
world.
Maybe a Diesel, you know. Maybe a Diesel,
But
actually.
wait. Can we even add
Razor
New
Ramon.
Jack into this, bro?
No, he's different. He scares me.
New Jack is
But I
X-rated.
mean, as in like,
allowed to move it.
But my thing is, I don't think the way New Jack presented himself, I don't think he actually presented himself as a heel.
New Jack follows you lot.
yeah, he follows us on
If
Instagram.
New Jack ever see this, fam, I watched your episode of Dark Side of the Ring, yeah? Fam. I saw the match where he started boring man up, yeah?
Oh, that was mad.
Fam.
You are something else.
Fam. You know when certain man, so I live my raps.
Yeah. He lives
his raps.
Hit us with the questions, bro.
Sorry.
So we're going back to head into Ask Rest Things. First stop, we got our guy Superman Smokey.
Woo, my
Big him
guy.
up. He says, Hurt Business versus Retribution. Your thoughts on the feud and the potential Survivor Series match? Lee, so that's the first part. And Lee versus Orton versus McIntyre. Could we have a triple threat ambulance match for the title?
I like the way
Ambulance match.
he's Supreme Monkey. You've got such a
Supreme Monkey.
Smoky.
Supreme Monkey.
I get. Oh, you know what? I'm last for that. I'm last. Go.
Supreme Monkey.
Start with Dale. Come back this.
Supreme Monkey. Supreme Monkey. I'm sweating. Supreme Monkey. Hey, I'm calling you that from now on. I don't care. Supreme Monkey. Fam, isn't the word supreme? Isn't that way? Supreme means like dictionary. Please hit me. Is it supreme when you're like tired?
Oh no, Sam
I'm
Black.
sweating,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm so
sweating
sorry.
from my
I swear
eyeballs.
that I'm sorry.
I can't breathe.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I swear.
But yeah, you man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Drink some water. Drink some water.
I'm sorry. I'm
Go on.
sorry.
So what was the question again?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Hurt Business versus Retribution.
Yeah,
Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Did we cover this at the beginning?
Yeah, we did, sadly. I think it'll be sick. I think the unfolding of it will be sick. I'm dripping, bro. This is hot in here, man. The unfolding of it will be sick if Dominic, what's the name? I forgot his name. Actually, no, that's not gonna happen. So forget that. I think it'll be sick, but I don't feel like people are gonna say nah. But I don't feel like they should leave the Hurt Business to deal with the Retribution themselves. Retribution have fucked up bare other people that they need to get their revenge on as well. So it needs to be a whole joint thing where everyone teams up and they just batter these lot, fam. Do you know what I mean? It's like you haven't. It's like someone's rushed laps, yeah. And after, I'm just saying, someone's rushed laps or blacks or something, or rushed me. And after Mandem are like, okay, cool. Only one of us was go back it, bro. You fucked all of us, fam. It's you know what I mean? So that was a dumb analogy, but yeah. Do you know what I mean? You fucked everyone.
Listen, not everyone's a superhero. Bro.
Even Vince, I can't like Vince McMahon needs to back the beef as well, though. They smashed up the performance in there as well. So do you know what I mean? So I feel like it needs to be a joint thing. What do you think?
I'm rolling with you lot, man. I'm not. I need to catch up on this part.
Yeah.
So.
He also asked about Keith Lee versus Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in the triple threat match.
Shout out to Keith Lee's barber.
Yeah, trust me.
Hairline's beautiful.
Trust me, always.
Beautiful.
Always. I think he does. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it himself.
I'm getting used to Keith Lee now. Maybe
You had to, bro. You should have.
His promos are just a bit weird to me. The way he talked. For me, it just felt a bit like.
Well-spoken black man, isn't it?
Ooh.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I think Mr. Controversial too, you know.
Ah, yeah. And me, your match.
He's well-spoken black man.
I mean, my hair's just
He
raised
ain't
up
got
a
the
bit.
Booker T energy. He don't walk like D'Lo Brown, and we love them.
Don't say that.
You know, he's in the boardroom. He's talking the talk, innit?
Trust me.
You just sound a bit too. Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. Oh, that's so bad of me. Oh no. It's true.
Our next question is from NK Preach. Big up our bro NK.
New Japan specialist.
He asks, who do you guys think should take the AEW title away from Moxley and become the next
I
champion?
saw that question. I thought I'm fed up of AEW. I'm sorry. But you lot can talk.
I really enjoy AEW, but go ahead, bro.
Just give it to Neville, man. Fucking hard worker.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
haven't seen him in a while.
If he's still there, just give it to him.
I've not even seen Pac.
We don't see him no more, but I'm just saying that I don't watch AEW like that anymore, so I'm just throwing out a random wrestler that I like. Just give it to him, bro.
I think the person who should take it, and I think it's what it's leading up to, is MJF.
Yeah, but it's too. You feel like it's
Is
too
he
early.
ready though?
A part of me feel
Is
like
he
it's too
ready?
early. He
Yeah.
could have a good TV title run.
Yeah.
If it's not
Lance
MJF,
Archer.
possibly. But you know who I like? Nah, I shouldn't be talking about who I like. Maybe Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Too early.
I would like to see him run the mid card.
But to be honest, I hate saying it's too early. But the only reason I say it's too early is because when it does happen, it's just gonna be like meh. I want it to be special. I want to pop a good, like, obviously the build up for MJF and Moxie's been sick, but a part of me still feels like it's too early, which I hate saying. You know what I mean?
But who else could take it? That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I would want to see Eddie Kingston win the title.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's sick.
I think for me, Eddie Kingston's probably the perfect. Besides Lance Archer.
They say Lance Archer?
Would you say that Eddie Kingston's good in the ring?
No, he was signed to WWE years ago.
I think they're looking at him.
Can I say
They want
something?
him.
Yeah.
Was it NXT?
No, he was in ECW.
Do you think
As what?
Do you
As
think
Vance
Eddie
Archer.
Kingston's good in the ring? I know that's crazy me saying that.
I don't know if
Eddie
he's good.
Kingston.
I don't know.
I think he's good in the ring.
He might be not. Even
No,
if
it is. Maybe his style's not for you, but he's got like a very like old school 4 pillars wrestling style. So like an old school Japanese strong style.
and his promos are
And
great.
his promos are
He's a
amazing.
promo
that
king.
was him.
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
He's a promo king.
When you think Kenny Omega's gonna get the strap, it has to happen.
Probably next
It needs
year.
to happen. It needs
They,
to
to be honest,
happen.
at this point, they're gonna have to put the rocket on his back because let's be real, he is one of these. He's
one of the reasons why people watch AEW.
Yeah, and
That's why I watched it.
For me, I feel like he went to
It's not the same, is it? Is it just me?
Yeah, he's not the same.
Okay.
He's not the same.
I thought it was just me because I'm watching and I'm like.
But I mean, I feel like I wasn't fussed about him winning the tag team titles. I mean, that was more or less the next question about Kenny Omega. And for me, I feel like him going into the tag team division kind of brought some light into it. Him and Adam Page have done their job, so now they can go and be the single stars.
Adam Page is going to be a star.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Okay.
I'm glad he got rid of the noose.
No, 1000%.
Adam Page is dope.
You know, I feel like the reason why they're not gonna put the rocket on Kenny Omega's back right now is because they don't want AEW to be like built around all elite. I mean, the elite.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're the top guys. They're basically all the decision makers as well. They have a say. So it's like they don't want to be like Triple H basically, when he was just taking all the opportunity, all the chances, and everyone at the bottom were just.
I respect it though.
So I think they're just keeping them away for now. You know, like Cody can't even get a world title shot now.
I like that part of the storyline as well.
Yeah.
So they're just keeping each of them away. But I mean, eventually they're gonna have to go full force with them.
Yeah, I love Kenny Omega. That's my guy, man.
Kenny's a goat. That's fair.
NK also asks, seeing how the Elite Adam Page saga has unfolded, do you believe Kenny Omega's move into the tag team division was a success as it got Adam Page over, or do you believe he should have stayed in the main event picture and established himself as the face of AEW?
I really don't know for that question.
I mean, personally, I don't think Kenny Omega's the reason Adam Page got over. I think Adam Page was already over from when he won the Battle Royal and
I think
had a feud with Chris Jericho.
He was definitely on his way. I think Kenny Omega and Adam Page was more of a star power for the tag team division, and that's no disrespect to SCU because I love them. But now you've got FTR; those guys can carry it. Santana and Ortiz. You know, I think it's just they legitimized the tag team division just a little bit more. I think they legitimize it a bit more now. They like FTR's there now. They don't need them. FTR can carry this. Yeah. Lucha Brothers. Remember, they still got Lucha Brothers.
Their tag team division
is strong, bro.
They've got a strong tag team division.
It's strong. They don't need it.
It's just a matter of just catapulting.
And Adam Page is. I'm telling you, he's out of here. He's out of it. The women like him. He's a good wrestler. The character. It's almost like a cowboy version. It's like cowboy mixed with Steve Austin. It's like a good mix.
I mean, if I'm not taking the piss, I felt like he carried the team.
What Adam Page?
Yeah, I feel like he carried the team with Kenny Omega.
I'm not mad at that.
I feel like he carried the team.
Kenny's not the same though.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it in denial because I know he's the guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I can speak to
That's
that
all
one.
the question.
The reason why Kenny's not the same is because Kenny, he's big, but it's a new company. They don't want to put all the attention on this guy because remember, these lot are the top decision makers of the company. So it's like with Kenny Omega, he knows he's a hot shot. He knows he's the best, but he would rather have the attention put onto this guy who might not be on the same level.
I think I hear you, But what I'm also saying, maybe I'm spoiled as a fan because I was used to seeing Kenny Omega have 5-star matches every week, bruv. Like in the G1 climaxes, he was moving mad. Like he was having 5-star matches like 2-3 days in a row, bruv.
No, it's true. It's true.
So when you compare those, and I know it's wrong to compare, but I think when you get too much of something, you kind of when you don't get it, it's a bit like meh.
You become a fiend.
That's just me. Yeah, I'm a fiend now. I'm a crackhead for Kenny Omega.
No, I think we'll eventually get it, but it'll just gonna be a slow burn.
Bring over Kota Ibushi to AEW. That'll fix it.
Kota Ibushi.
That'll fix it. Or what's my man name? You know, what's his name? Me, I want to see Miro versus Tomohiro Ishii.
That would be a
beat each other up, man.
That would be a sick match.
This is NK language right now, fam.
You know, NK is gonna be smiling
NK
watching
language
this.
right
Who's this NK? What's his Twitter handle?
NK Preach. NK_Preach.
Yeah, he's gonna be my brother then.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
You might get along.
Shout out to NK Preach.
Yo, bro, thank you for coming down, man.
Thank you.
Honestly, appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Before we close out, do you want to quickly speak about the venture that you've got coming up?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so what, we got the Independent Podcast Awards. So Breaking Atoms podcast production agency. What we want to do is we want to celebrate independent podcasters, people like yourselves who put together their own content, record, do all the stuff themselves, and we want to have an award ceremony. So similar to the British Podcast Awards, but we're doing indie. So we're working on dates. We don't know because of COVID if it's going to be virtual, but God willing, it's going to be an event where you man can get your suit and ties on. You guys can come out. It's going to be best. That's what I'm trying to see.
That's what
I'm trying to see. So there's going to be categories for like best sports podcast, best entertainment. It's for us. It's for us. And I hope to see your name on the short list. We're working on a panel of judges at the moment. I'm taking the back seat. I won't be involved in the voting process because I'm trying to keep the integrity of it as well by not being involved in that sense. But that's going to be coming up early 2021. And also, since we're talking about wrestling, I co-own a wrestling company. Yeah. We're going to be having God willing, our second event next year. It was supposed to be in May. So we had, what was it called? Lethal Leap Year in February, sold out a 200-seater in Cambridge. We had Dan Maloney there, Warren Banks, Charlie Evans, Gene Money, Kyle Fletcher as well.
Stacked.
So Show 2 will be coming next year. And
we'll be there still.
It's in Cambridge, but if you guys want to make a day of it, we can hang out in Cambridge, have ice creams. You guys can be on my VIP guest list, so we can sit in the balcony and jam.
Yeah, why not? I'm down.
Yeah, that's what we got going on. Breaking Amps podcast is out. I just want to thank you guys for one black man to another. I support you guys. I love what you do.
No, big love. Big
and
love.
Even though I'm a bit older, you guys inspire me with what you do.
Listen, when it comes to the whole older thing, fam, it's me and you in this thing, fam.
Oh,
get these brothers because we're the Golden Age brothers, fam.
All right, see it there. See it there.
Them man already have their tag team name.
The Golden Brothers, fam.
Golden Brothers.
We put you in the demolition device, fam.
The Golden Brothers. But no, big up to WRESTHINGS, and I've had fun, man. I've had fun.
Big love.
Respect, and hope to see you guys at a PWE event real soon.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Big love. Yes.
I've been a Nafi.
Go up, Daddy Del boy.
Oh shit, Sam Black's Sam Black's underdone. I thought you were gonna go, but yeah, no worries.
Here's got a mic. Here's got a.
You know, it's the Laps. You can find me on Instagram at the Laps PST.
You still got a promo, you know.
Listen, I told you, I was coming with a promo, and I came. I delivered. I delivered.
No
it's
doubt.
gonna be consistent now. No more living in the canteen shit.
That's
We're not
it,
there.
yeah.
Don't for me to take your shine. I need to arrange a time to deal with the man. Well, to talk with the Mandem, but I'm doing my controversial files as
It's
well.
coming, don't worry, man.
It
It's
is
coming. Just, you know,
the
if
Mr.
COVID
Controversial
come down
thing,
a
I
bit.
think that name is really starting to come up now. Yeah, man, I've got to get this started. So yeah,
We'll do it properly. Yeah.
We'll get this sorted.
We'll do it properly.
Sorry.
But yeah, Mandem. Yeah, man. Just let us know what you want us to discuss next week in terms of was it really that good? Next week we'll discuss. Just a reminder, we're discussing. What did I say? Mick Foley, Free Faces.
Love that title, by the way.
What else? I said something else. Goldberg in WCW. I think that would be a good one to talk about. A lot of people have mixed opinions about that. It might be from a friend. You got me? It might be 50-50. It might be. Do you know what I mean? It might be a game show thing. But yeah, you'll see how it goes. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. If you follow us on Spotify, follow us as well. If you listen to us on Spotify, hit us up as well. Like follow us on there. Apple Music. Can you follow people on Apple Music?
We don't use Apple Music.
We don't use Apple Music, so I don't really
I
know.
don't think you can follow people. Actually,
Yeah, just
You
continue.
can subscribe, but we don't use
to your playlist.
subscribe, whatever, innit? You know what I
You
mean?
can subscribe on Apple.
Subscribe
Yeah,
to
you
us,
can.
whatever, innit? Continue to show the love in that, man. And yeah, man, we'll be here to deliver, man. We're back in the studio full time, so yeah.
By the Mandem, for the Mandem.
Wow.
Bless.
Pussy.